paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions upon it, people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore? And we only see dicks? Has anybody noticed this? Yes, I love titties! Big old titties!
I'm gonna have this. I was like having a sneezing fit, man.
Oh man, you're just really dying today, huh?
That I had the damn intro playing, and it was at the end of it, and I'm sneezing. I'm like, oh god, here we go! Right when it's about to start, so I put the 30-second countdown on. Didn't matter. I sneezed like 3 more times too.
Well, hopefully it's over now.
I'm here now.
True.
After a terrible day,
Oh.
where my eyes are damn puffy, and I've been scratching them. I drove 8 hours today. I drove from Nashville to Pulaski to Chattanooga, back to Nashville to Huntsville to drop off Frog Car 2 to get wrapped for Dover, which is going to be awesome. And I have to go back tomorrow and do the same shit.
Well, that's exciting, though. This is what you wanted to do, you know? So you really only have yourself to blame here.
I will not be rap guy for the whole year. There's no way in hell I can do this. I can't dedicate like 12 to 16 hours a week to getting cars wrapped whilst trying to do my job and also trying to race. It's going to be so brutal.
Yeah, that's insane.
But at any rate, I made it back. I just got home, by the way. So thank God and thank you, Vara, for coming on. We're going to talk about some spicy stuff today.
True.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So welcome. And I'm going to be muting myself a lot when I'm sneezing. Billy Hatcher, real quick.
Sheesh.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. My boy says, I'm guessing Cody was late because he come too much to the gym. What? Also, it's stupid how Republicans are forcing 10 commandments on kids in schools while they ban the other thing. Also, they don't like Warhammer 40K when woke hell. So,
yeah.
to be, no, Ginger, I'm not wrapping the car myself, you dumbass. Anyways, I'm dropping it off at places to get rid. So, it's not Republicans. It's just a small, it's a small House decision in Louisiana that will probably get overturned. But we still need to talk about it because it's very silly to me. And I don't like when people change their thought process based on believing their morality is superior because it's their perspective. You can't have a position based on morality and disagree with another position based on morality because you believe that your morality, which is subjective, is true. It either all of it's okay or none of it is. Look, I don't disagree. Okay, I don't disagree that the 10 Commandments is probably a better guidance structure than LGBTQ stuff, overt LGBTQ. You're probably right.
Well, right.
But indoctrinating children into any one ideal is wrong. Just teach good and bad. You don't have to have a display documents of 10 Commandments, King James Version, Jesus. Like, you can't do that.
Right, and it's pure hypocrisy because these people would be calling out a lot of other stuff and saying this isn't okay. But at the same time, it's tough, right? Because like you're saying, it probably is better, but ultimately, at the end of the day, none of it should be in school.
Right, and we're going to talk a lot about it because people keep responding to me and they're like, but it's good though. Like, and I'm like, no, like you're missing the point. You are choosing to indoctrinate based on your morality, which is subjective, which you see as being superior. That is exactly what people over there on the left are doing.
The school system is such a clusterfuck overall, though.
They think that like people that are pushing trans ideology to children in schools unjustly think that they're saving people. They think that it's a morally just thing to do. They're saving kids that are confused. They're saving people. They think it's morality. Their morality is just and it's driven and correct. That's what they believe.
Yeah.
So why do you think the 10 Commandments should be in school? Well, because I believe it's moral. It's just based on morality, and it's a good teaching system to keep kids like being moral. And I'm like,
it's morality versus ideology.
It's the same thing. It's both. They're both based in doing good based on your morality, which is subjective. Therefore, if you think that your religion should be taught in schools, but not theirs, you're a hypocrite.
Yeah. Because
let's be honest, like LGBTQ stuff it's a religion. That's just what it is. It just doesn't have the Jesus. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. I love you. Slag Lust says, hi, Vara.
Hi.
Fuck, Mary, kill. Camelot, D-Day Cobra, Hills, Babyface. Also,
oh man, I don't know.
That's easy.
Is it? What's your answer? Besides Camelot, insert someone else.
I'll put myself in there. I would fuck me, marry Jeremy, and kill Hills versus Babyface.
Damn, ruthless.
That's easy. That's the easiest question. You know, Jeremy's really passionate.
True.
He's gonna be a good partner. I'm a whore, therefore I could probably maybe throttle you a little.
Are you sure you don't fall under the kill category then?
I mean, but look, Hills versus Babyface. Come on. What positive does he bring?
Okay, and what's the negative?
He'd have to lay on you.
Okay.
Have you not seen this man?
Okay.
He's a large man.
Well, true.
You won't survive this, is what I'm saying.
Okay, fair enough.
From me, you get 27 seconds.
Wow. That's generous.
From as you die. So, I mean, it's like a pick one. You know what I'm saying? Pick one.
I get it.
You got to pick one. Anyways, no, that would be my list. Thank you, Slagglus. Gotcha Son says 2 for the Zumba. By the way, for what? What? The Zumba. Thank you, God, your son. I appreciate you. By the way, guys, we are up against the 296th Naked Snake in a row. We have 35 names on the race car for Kansas. Get on it, doggone it. Every $100 super chat goes on the car. We are so close. Thank you so much, everybody. We're already a 10th of the way to Naked Snake. Look at that.
What would the max be?
What, Naked Snake?
No, max names you could put on it. On the car.
I don't know.
Like, what would the realistic max be, you think?
I had almost 100 on the car at where? Dover? Not Dover. We were in Pensacola. I had almost 100 on Pensacola's car.
That's crazy.
That's a lot of peeps.
That is.
A lot of peeps, man. It was a lot of fun, though. We did good at Pensacola. Finished 10th. And people still hate me for it.
Well, of
They
course.
still hate me.
Yeah, of course. That's how people are.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of bitches, is what they are. Tiny penis bitches. Not tiny penis chads like me. Much better. By the way, like the show, we're 12 away from 100. Get on it, doggone. So let's talk about the bill. Let's talk about Louisiana for first, and then we'll move into everything else. And we'll just have fun with it because it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. If you don't die first.
I've had a ton of people on Twitter yelling at me over this shit because I tweeted about it. Yeah, because people are always very, very shocked that a lot of my views are kind of conservative. A lot of them are libertarian, and a baby handful are like left. And usually stuff that has to do with workers' rights.
Yeah.
And pro-choice, because I don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't care enough. People always like, but it's all life. Shut up. A lot of my views are based in the fact that I'm not trying to pretend to be better or moral than anyone else.
Well, right.
I like, oh, it's a life. I don't really care. I just don't. It's kind of like when people are like, don't you care about the atrocities in Israel? And I'm like, no. Like, I just don't. I don't care. Like, and it's, to be fair, based on biology, you can't legitimately care for people that are not actually within your scope. It's not actually possible. So when you see people overtly caring for like babies in Africa, they're saying it to get social points from their friends.
Well, right. That's unfortunately how a lot of people are. Out of a group of 100 people, maybe 5 genuinely care, and the rest who are saying they care don't actually care.
And those 5 people, Vara, have diagnosable mental conditions, and that's why they care.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about for everything. There are genuinely good people out there. Just few.
Wait, hold on. No, that doesn't mean
just
you're
few.
bad. I don't think people that only care about them and theirs are bad.
Well, I'm not saying they're necessarily bad either, but they pretend to care.
Are you going to go to Africa and feed babies right now?
Well, no.
I doubt it.
I didn't say I was, though.
And if I did, you better film it. Right?
Well, yeah, because I have revenue.
I'm getting the fucking clout. Look at me feed this little baby. His name
That's
is
how
Ikwe.
a lot of people are.
His name is Ikwe.
No shame in it.
I'm feeding him chicken nuggets. Unfortunately, he died from refeeding condition because I fed him too many chicken nuggets.
Why chicken nuggets out of everything?
Bro, imagine being a baby in, I don't know, what's an African country? Yolanda? No, that's a lady. Yolanda. Wait. What's an African country? Somebody. Haiti? No, that's not African. Is it African? Man, I'm
not saying anything. I want to see
stupid.
how long this takes.
I've been driving a long time today.
I'm not interrupting this.
I mean, London basically is now. Oh yeah, Rwanda. So Rwanda, Ghana. Thank you. Zambia. So let's say you go to Rwanda. You give a baby a chicken nugget. Imagine you are a kid and you live in Rwanda, and some lady comes up to you and says, "Here's some chicken nuggets," and just puts a chicken nugget in your little black hat. God, you'd be like,
well, I'm not saying chicken nuggets are bad. I'm just saying, why out of everything, chicken nuggets?
Thing I have ever tasted. Immediately, like, I will marry you, white lady, for sure. Bring me some more of them bitches. Oh my God, could you imagine? Damn. Anyways, aside from being racist, we got a big super chat here. And it's Samantha Palmer. Damn. Why are you gay? Cheers. Congratulations on the new car. Thank you so much, Samantha Palmer. I love you. I appreciate you. You're so good to me with another pink boy coming in strong. from Samantha Smith is just too damn good to me. I want you guys to take a look at this. Okay. I want you to take a look at the illustrious, the power, the pulsating car that we have for Talladega. Look at this thing. It was just finished Tuesday or Wednesday. This is the Talladega car. Look at this monster. Look how beautiful this son of a bitch
It
is.
looks so good.
Oh my God.
It is so pretty.
Masterpiece. All right. Anyways, and then I have frog car number 2 for Dover, which I tweeted out today. It's bare ass because there's no wrap on it. It's just white. But tomorrow when I pick it up, it'll be frog car number 2. It's gonna be
That's
awesome.
gonna be that's gonna be so cool.
So get on it, doggone it. It's gonna be fun. I'm very, very excited. Thank you so much, Samantha. I love you. I appreciate you for your pink boy. You're awesome. Katie the Swiss, thank you, my friend, for always throwing in a $5 super chat. And also, we are a fifth of the way to Naked Snake already. That quick. Thank you guys so much. So, anyways, let's talk about the Ten Commandments. So, like I said, a lot of my positions that I have are based in not overtly having to prove to people that I'm morally just, and not having to prove to myself I'm morally just. I care about the people in my life and the people that are close to me and my family. That's it. Like, and of course there's, I'm being, pretty direct, but there's a lot of people I care about in my community. Like I talk to every single day. I talk to Billy Hatcher every day. I talk to Art Clown every day. I care about these people. Of course. I have genuine conversations with these people. They've touched my life in some way, shape, or form. So that falls under that same umbrella. But somebody I've never met, never will meet, never see their face, never know they existed, I can't possibly care about a person like that. So my morality is kind of based in that. And that's why when it comes to issues like these, people are so confused why I'm not on the religious side. And I'm like, well, I'm not religious. I'm just not.
Well, right. You can't ask somebody to, change their opinions when they're, not religious. Can't expect somebody to defend religion if they're not religious.
Right.
And that's how a lot of people are, is they expect you, to just blindly defend what they believe in, which I completely understand that somebody might feel passionate enough to say, oh, well, this is why you should care. And you could totally try to, tell somebody why it's important to talk about something or feel a certain way about something. But at the end of the day, you don't have to feel that way.
Yeah. And it's really frustrating to have the conversation with people because I will have this conversation and people will speak from a religious, moral standpoint. And I'm like, you can't speak in this conversation from a religious standpoint. I'm not religious.
Right.
Therefore, what you're saying doesn't work because I'm not religious. I don't believe in the same thing. Therefore, what you're saying has no bearing on anything. I can speak to why it may be good or why it may be bad, but if you are speaking to it being good because of God, then I can't have this conversation anymore because I don't. It's kind of like how people will be like, "Are you religious?" And I'm like, "No," and they're like, "Oh, so you're not afraid of burning in hell?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, no, because I'm not religious. Yeah, see, I'm not afraid of that because I don't believe it's a thing." You know, and they're like, oh, "Well, I just can't believe you're not worried about that or not. You're not afraid of going there." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'm not afraid of going. I'm not afraid of going to Mars." Right.
Well,
because
it's
I'm not going to go to Mars.
Well, yeah, exactly. And there's difference between trying to simply have a conversation with someone about it and then force the way that you feel or the things that you believe onto them, which unfortunately is a major, major issue in public school systems right now, which, we're seeing just with this article that, you have up on the screen.
Yeah, it's just people believe that, well, what we teach is better. And I'm like, oh, no. So it says right here, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a bill is advancing in the legislature to require, and keep in mind, it's to require. It's not, oh, if you want to. It's
and that's another major issue is it's okay in a lot of cases with a lot of different things, if it is, an optional thing that parents can choose, or you can choose if we're talking about like university level stuff, but when things become required, that's instantly where you start losing people's support en masse.
Yeah, it says require all public schools to display the 10 Commandments in classrooms. Some believe it teaches good morals, while others say it violates the Constitution, which it does. And it may teach good morals, it may not, but the morals you're teaching are subjective.
Right.
Like the 10 Commandments is based in a religion that not everybody believes in.
Right.
Less and less people believe in it every day. It says HB 71 requires a poster-sized display, 11 by 14 inches of the 10 Commandments in all public classrooms. The posters would be funded by private donations, and teachers wouldn't be required to teach about them. Some took issue with the need for separation of church and state. Barbara Freeberg says, I have concerns about requiring this in public schools where we wish to embrace students of all cultures, all religious backgrounds, and all religious faiths. This, what you're saying, is a mandate. It's not if you would like to post them.
Well, right.
Post them.
No. And another major issue is that they're saying, oh, well, right now it's only a poster-sized display in all the classrooms, but then there could be something else that they say, well, we were able to successfully do this one thing, so why not continue to push it with another thing and another thing, and then it all gets blown out of hand and out of proportion.
Yeah. When I went to school in Hoax Bluff, Alabama. I went to school in Podunk, Jesus area, and they did not mention or whisper about religion in my school. And it was like the most fucking podunk southern place in the world.
I went to school in my living room, so I'm very lucky for that. I'm very grateful for that experience.
That makes so much more sense. The Supreme Court has ruled in the past against posting the 10 Commandments in schools. In the case of Stone v. Graham in 1980, the court said it had no secular legislative purpose and was plainly religious in nature. Says claims multiple religions follow the 10 Commandments and believes it's a historical document on which all laws are based. No, I disagree. Multiple religions follow. I beg to differ that this is just Christian, but I have no qualms if it was. This is not preaching a Christian religion. It's not preaching any religion. It's teaching moral code. See, this is and this is exactly. It passed 10-2, by the way. This is exactly what people are saying on Twitter.
Right.
This is 100% what people are telling me on Twitter and yelling at me over. They're like,
yeah, but their morals might not be your morals and vice versa.
Right. So they're like, oh, well, it teaches good morals. And I'm like, okay, teach those morals anyway. And why does it have to be a religious text and religious document?
Well, right. And it's like DEI in schools, a DEI and of course, as you said, LGBT, it's all a cult at this point. And it's like they say, well, this is to, make kids feel more comfortable with themselves, right, and, be able to accept themselves and not feel so worried about it. But at the end of the day, there are people who don't want that. There are people who don't want this. I mean, ultimately, you're supposed to be educating kids, and that's all that it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing is, that's exactly my point is people that are for pushing LGBTQ teachings in the curriculum are doing so. Now, a lot of them are doing it because they are part of the LGBTQ and they just want everyone to be indoctrinated in it, which there's a lot of people on the right with religion that do the same thing. So sure. Well, you can choose which one is more damaging. Sure. I'm sure one it's more than the other, but the thing is people that push LGBTQ stuff on curriculums, those people believe they're doing a good thing.
Right. They do. Most certainly.
Right. A lot of them do. And people that are pushing the 10 Commandments also believe they're doing a good thing. And the issue is if you believe in censorship or enforcement based on your personal morality, then you are just as bad as the people you screech about that have pink hair and are teaching kids about gay shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Like you're using the exact same thought process to do that. The exact same thought process to do that.
It's
and
like
they don't see it. And when I tell people this, Vara, I will tell people, I'm like, you're using the exact same thought process to come up to your conclusion that they do. And they're like, yeah, but the 10 Commandments are good. And I'm like, oh my God. No,
we're not saying we're not saying they're bad. They're not bad.
Yeah, they're fine. They right. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not finish insider. You know, like those are good fucking rules to live by. You know, but I don't know. It's just so silly to me. It's like, can you not see what you're doing? Can you not see how this is hypocritical? And people like their perspective is so locked in that they can't even fathom what I'm saying. I'm like, this is the same thing though, and they're like, no, but the 10 commandments are good, and I'm like, no, that doesn't matter. You're using the same thought process. You're using your personal morality and pushing it on others. It's like, yeah, but it's good morality, and I'm like, fuck, are you? Huh? I can't keep repeating the same thing. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me. You know?
Well, unfortunately, with just a lot of people in general, is that they feel that, you know, what they say or the things they believe in is kind of the ultimate form, right? It's the ultimate level of morality. And you are totally allowed to feel that way about whatever you believe in or, you know, whatever cause you're supporting. You're totally allowed to feel that way. But when we're talking about schools and young kids, it becomes a very different conversation.
Yeah, sure. 100%. Aaron Clark says, my parents are religious, but respect my choice.
Yeah,
good.
That's great.
My mom is religious and has never, ever, ever even kind of made me do anything religious wise. She was always like, if you want to go to church, you can go to church. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And I did. Like when I was a kid, I went to church and I'd like play in the little church basketball league. I did all this, you know, I did all the stuff. But once I think I was like 12 or 13, I was like, yeah, this is silly. And I just never did it again. But my mom,
she didn't push it on you, which I think is really great. And allowing, you know, a child and a teenager, an adult, whoever, whatever age to, you know, learn things for themselves and wanting to have a genuine interest than it being pushed onto you. And then you end up loathing it for the rest of your life. That's definitely a healthier way to approach it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Aaron also says, with another $2 super chat, says, you don't need religion to teach right and wrong. I agree. Now, I will concede the fact that Western society is loosely built around a Christian society. Like it's just the vast majority of people in the West were Christian for a long time. So that you can't really avoid that. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to live in any other society. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to choose a religious kind of founding of a society, I would probably always choose Christian.
Yeah,
I wouldn't choose Islam. Like, no, thank you.
Well, right.
Well, I am a guy, so it would be all right. I get to have like 9 wives, and I get to stone her.
You're gonna have to cut that from the stream later. You're gonna have to cut out that portion.
Look, okay. If she's like, oh, she went and hung out with fucking Muhammad, you know, the other Muhammad, because I'm Muhammad, but they also have another Muhammad. Like he lives next door, and she goes and hangs out with. I can kill her ass in the street. And people will help.
Man, why'd you have to bring that into it? Why'd you have to bring the murder into it?
Murder. I mean, it's kind of a cool rule. Mario Trujillo.
Yeah, for video game YouTube.
For Minecraft. Morals start in the home. F these commies who think they're Christians. I'm a man of God, but I can't stand most people who follow my faith. Yeah, I agree. I don't give a fuck. If you are a Christian, that is great. If it helps you in your life and feel fulfilled, that is awesome. If you think teaching your children in your own home will benefit them, that is great. But when you start forcing other people in society, the 10 Commandments, for example, the 10 Commandments is based in one religion. Well, I mean, it's in the Old Testament, right? But still, like, it's basically the same story without the New Testament. You can't have people that are in other religions coming in schools in Louisiana and having a religious text based in like 2 sects of religions that you're not a part of. Right. Can't do that.
Yeah.
That's like we're supposed to be a melting pot of different ideas. You know?
100%.
So I just I don't think it's the way to go. Mario Trujillo, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. And also, you got to understand that the most secular places in the entire, or the most secular places in the entire world, are also the safest and most prosperous. Denmark, bro, let's go. Anyways, Mario, I appreciate you. So I do believe society can exist without overtly having morals shoved down your throat by one or any one religion. A serious man says there's nothing religious about demanding you believe in or obey our God and stop boning the neighbor's wives. This is common sense reality. Yeah, sure. I agree. You know, Yeah, I get that. Yeah, thank you so much, a serious man. I appreciate you. Slowly closing in on Naked Snake. Star Wars Girl says, Star Wars Girl 19 says, should schools not teach any form of morality?
The problem is what is morality to one person may not be to another person, and that's where the issue, I would say, comes in, because of course you want kids to learn about good and evil and right and wrong and morals and strong morals growing up, but at the same time that kind of starts in the household, and that's really up to a parent and what they should be teaching their kids, and ultimately how they feel their kids should be, taught those things.
Yeah. So that's the issue, is morality and values should be taught in the home, but I don't have any problem with a teacher course correcting in school, but course correcting, like, don't hit Jimmy, like, you're not supposed to hit people, that's wrong.
Well, right
That's fine, but if
you have to follow this plaque that's on the wall because of reasons, and then they expect the parent to explain the reasons because they're not going to fully explain it.
Yeah, and well, some people will.
Well,
and some people will
true,
be like,
some will.
You can't laugh at Jimmy because his haircut, because thou shalt not judge, and if you do not follow these commandments that are posted, you will burn for all eternity in everlasting suffer and pain. And it's like, what the fuck? They don't fucking tell a 6-year-old that. And that, because people will. They will.
Yeah.
Do it. Like, because there's some teachers that want this shit, and they're gonna be like, oh, bro, I'm about to lay in, bro. I'm gonna make this kid do 500 copies of the 10 Commandments whenever he misbehaves. Oh god.
Right in front of the classroom to watch the whole class.
It's coming, bro. It's coming. Yeah. No, I agree. Makes sense. Anyways, so the bill did get passed. It was it says despite constitutionality being in question, the bill passed 10-2. It now heads to the full House for more debate, which it got ruled unconstitutional in 1980.
Yeah.
The same thing happened.
Yeah.
So I don't see it being ruled constitutional this time.
I don't think it's going to be any different now, and it shouldn't be any different. Now.
Yeah. It probably had a better chance in 1980 getting past the Supreme Court, but not now, because it's just there's too clear of a distinction. Look, I get it. People are religious. The vast majority of people that are religious are going to support it because they think their morality is correct and true. Therefore, they will support forcing ideals on people that they think are good and true. I get it. I'm not religious, so I can't see that perspective.
Right.
Nor do I care about that perspective, because again, it seems disingenuous, because you're not speaking from an actual place of logic. You're speaking from a place of, this is what I was taught and this is what I believe, therefore everyone should believe it and be taught it. You can teach morality without having religion involved. And also it's the exact same thing as if California or Nevada passed a law saying they require LGBTQ flags to be sung to every single morning and taught about in the curriculum, it would also be shot down in the Supreme Court.
Right.
You can't
do it. It should be.
Right. Yes, it should. They should slap it down so hard. And I will concede the fact, because a lot of people are going to be like, you son of a bitch. I will concede the fact that the 10 Commandments are easily a better moral guidance than LGBTQ nonsense. I would 100% think it is a better moral structure for sure. Not even a question. That is not what we're talking about. We're not talking about what is better.
That's not the debate.
Right. The debate is, should it be taught in schools, displayed in schools, when there are going to be children that are not, either they're going to be A, secular, or B, they're going to not be part of this religion. So that completely makes it unconstitutional. Star Wars Girl. The stance that is wrong to educate based on any particular secular or non-secular moral structure itself, it is itself a form of morality being taught. Sure, but I feel like that's like dissecting it way too much. So like, well, you can literally never course correct in school. Yeah, because then we're in like a kind of a sticky situation. We're like, Jimmy slaps Steven in the face, and no one says anything. Like, well, we can't say that's wrong because then we can't teach morality. I don't think that's true. Right. I think I just when it's based directly on, when it's based on a 2,000-year-old religion that was written by like a Middle Eastern guy, I think that's silly to have that in schools, especially in the West. That's weird to me. I don't get it. Like, I know this is like the most blaspheming thing you've ever heard, but it's also true. It's religious text written by Middle Eastern guy thousands of years ago. Doesn't need to be in policy in the West. That's weird.
Right. And a lot of people would agree with you.
No, just say Jesus isn't white, and people will fucking freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right? Because they don't realize he's Middle Eastern. Like, bro, he's Middle Eastern as hell. He probably, he probably just looks like a tan ass dude. But like, because a lot of people, like, when you say he's not white, they think you're insinuating that he's like North African. I'm like, no, you motherfucker, that's not what I'm saying. What? I don't think he looks like a
right.
like LeBron James. Okay, I'm saying that he's gonna be a brown guy. He's gonna be browner than my ass. That's for sure. Sorry, I'm a white motherfucker. Yeah, he's gonna be brown. But then again, when you're in the West and like religious white people just for some reason think he's like a white ass dude. Now look, there's people that argue that he was from a group of people that were pale. And I'm like, okay, cool.
I mean, that's
You're
allowed, right. You're allowed to argue ultimately how dark his skin was, but at the end of the day, that's really not
this motherfucker was in the sun and he was building furniture. He was a carpenter. He's in the sun getting sizzled every day. This motherfucker's brown. Right?
Yeah.
He's brown. Sorry. He's gonna be brown a little bit. He's gonna be brown. Look, he's gonna be browner than me. And does being brown or white does that determine your race? It doesn't if you're Jewish, right? Jewish people will say all day they're not white and they hate white people for some reason, even though they're totally white.
I guess it depends on who you ask.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Jewish people will be like, yeah, white people are evil and blah 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 on like Twitter, and I'm like, you are the whitest person I've ever seen. They're like, yeah, I'm Jewish. It's like, what? You motherfucker. Hold on. This isn't fair. You can't look like me and also get like, your car parked for you and have people open doors for you and be nice. You can't get all the privileges and also say you hate white people. This is not fair. I don't like this. Okay. You bet you have to suffer like we do in the form of everybody hates us because we're white looking.
Yeah. White adjacent. You're canceled.
Yeah. You will suffer like we do in the public eye and society eye.
Yep.
Not in any like literal way. Please don't ban me. Jesus. I am brown. Brown. Oh my God. Yeah. Star Wars Girl says, okay, so I understand what you're trying to say, Star Wars Girl. It's redundant. Look, I don't have a problem with people teaching obvious good and bad morality. You can't slap Jimmy in the face. You can't spit on this girl, right? I'm just saying I don't want it to come from a religious place. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying that teaching morality is wrong or teaching somebody's personal reality. Like, oh, Miss Smith is saying that hitting a kid is wrong. That's her personal morality, right? It's generally the agreed on morality in the West. And also, it's not coming from a religious place. That's all I'm saying. I don't want it to come from a religious place.
Right.
Teach right from wrong. Don't slap Jimmy. That is wrong. Don't don't act in a violent way. Don't judge other people. That is wrong. You could say all these things and you could encourage that children are receptive to this, but don't have a religious text on the wall that has like scriptures on it and then says, thou shalt not, blah, blah, blah. Thou shalt not, blah, blah, blah. Thou shalt not, like I don't want it to come from a place of religion. That's all I'm saying. I mean, everybody's going to teach everybody morality on accident every day.
Right. That's just the basis of being a human being.
Right. But somebody could text me right now and be like, I don't really like this thing, blah, 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 blah. And I'll be like, yeah, blah, blah, and we'll talk about it. But
right.
I had somebody recently invite me to a thing. And I was like, oh, man, I can't go. What's the occasion, though? And they're like, oh, well. And they know I'm secular, by the way. They know I'm secular. Right. And they're like, oh, well, we're just celebrating this beautiful life that Jesus bled and died for us. And I'm like, well, now I don't want to come. Like now right. I definitely am not coming because that sounds culty to me and I'm not religious. So why would you even say that?
Right.
I'm not religious.
Right.
You can't, like, why is your justification for me not coming to say it's about Jesus? You should say it's not about Jesus. And even then I wouldn't come. Right.
And when you start accepting things like the 10 Commandments in schools, what else is it going to be, right? Because then what about other religions? Well, what about other religious texts put onto walls in schools? Because it's not just, one group of one type of kid that's going to that school. And it becomes a very nuanced, difficult conversation to have. Like, where do you go from here?
Right. And Star Wars Girl says again, my point is that you're failing for comprehending their hypocrisy. You're doing the same thing. No, see, I think we're like not being receptive to what I'm saying. I don't care if you teach morality. I don't want it to come from a religious place.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I don't want government policy in the West, a Western nation especially, government policy to enforce teaching one religion over everything else as a point of morality in schools.
Right. And if you're feeling so strongly about what your child is learning in school, there's private schools. Those exist for a reason. 100%. And those are totally allowed to exist, but they exist for a reason.
And also, keep in mind, I concede that the 10 Commandments and what they teach is probably a solid moral structure.
Right, you're not saying that they're bad. You're simply saying, should these be in public schools where there's hundreds to thousands of kids that go to that school?
Right. I'm not saying my morality is correct or religious people's morality is correct.
Right. You're not attacking anybody's morality or trying to make them question their morality. You're simply stating in schools with younger kids, should this be a thing?
Right. I will say that I don't really care for ultra left morality. Yeah. I don't really care for that. But I don't think morality should come from a place of religion. You could even take the 10 Commandments and cut a few of them off. Maybe, I don't know. And you could the golden rule is a good thing, right? So the golden rule is do unto others. That's what we were always taught as a end all be all thing, right? Do unto others.
Right. Treat others the way that you want to be treated.
That's what I was taught in school. There was always a poster and the teacher would be just, would you like for Jimmy to slap you after you slap Jimmy? And you're like, no. And they're like, do unto others. And you're like, okay, makes sense. Right. So no, I don't think that my personal reality. But for example, if the government came to me and was like, you need to put a list of 20 things that you think is morally just and we're going to put it in schools, I'd be like, no, I don't agree with that. I don't think my personal morality should be taught. And I don't think any one morality should be taught. But I don't think it should come from a place of religion for sure.
Yeah.
Because
and that is a totally valid opinion that I feel like a lot of people, clearly are going to argue over and bicker over. But at the end of the day, it's just your take.
If you support it, you're religious. That there's no one secular coming to me that supports it. Everybody, you can only be biased towards yourself. I don't think anything should be taught that comes from a religion. And I do believe it, LGBTQ shit to be totally a religion. It's at that point. Right. So, thank you, Star Wars Girl. Appreciate you. Renee Villarreal says ethnic groups don't often identify as white outside of Western countries in South America. Yeah, you're right, Renee. So if you're from Italy, you're just Italian. Yeah, I get it. And if you're Sicilian, if you're from Sicily, you're Sicilian.
Yeah.
If you're from Scotland, you're Scottish. Yeah, that makes sense. I forget that we're filthy Westerners. And we're either white or we're either black, brown, or bad, right? So
yeah, that is true.
We're black, brown, or bad. Unfortunately, thank you, Renee. I love you. For the first orange boy of the night, we are one gold and one red away from a rainbow night. Thank you so much. I love you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Renee. Love you. Neanderthal says, I was a gay libertarian when I was your age too.
Damn.
Yeah. I believe all drugs should be legal. Because fuck them. Fuck them.
How does Chad feel about that, though? That's what we need to know.
Fuck them. Yeah, come on. Thank you, Neanderthal. I appreciate you. Thank you for your orange boy. I love you. Appreciate you. But no, I knew when I tweeted that out that people that were religious were going to be angry because they believe that their belief structure is real and true and should be forced. And I don't believe anything should be forced.
Right. And they're allowed to have their opinion 100%. They're totally allowed to feel that way. I mean, unfortunately, there are a lot of people on the internet that say my way or the highway, and then it kind of becomes an issue to try to discuss with them. But yeah, I mean, you should be able to have genuine conversations with people, even if you agree, as much as two people could disagree.
Yeah. No, I agree, and I'll say I don't support it, but if people voted in, they voted in. Like, it's whatever. I don't live in Louisiana. I also don't have children, but I could say right now I don't. I would have never wanted to be taught that shit in school, and that would have just pushed me farther away from. That would have just made me even more secular faster if they would have fucking teach that. Dude, I remember going to like Bible study when I was like 9 or 10. And it was because I wanted to hang out with my friend and his mom. I would always stay with him on Saturday night, and his mom made me go to church, and I would go to his house every Saturday for like a year, and we go to church every fucking year or every fucking week, and I hated it so much. God, I couldn't even imagine if they taught it.
Yeah, but like at least you still tried it. At least you still went for a certain amount of time, and you still tried it.
I hold the unpopular opinion, and I know this pisses people off. I know this is unpopular opinion. But it all feels like a cult to me, and I just can't. I don't feel comfortable with any of it. And look, I'm not saying it's bad. Like if people enjoy that, every time I've ever been to an organized church, except for like the time we played basketball, like so, like But when I would sit down in a chair and a sermon happened, it felt like I was in a cult, and I can't. I personally it makes me feel really uncomfortable. When I went to the Catholic thing, woof, that was even worse, bro. That was even worse. They were singing and shit. They weren't singing good hymns. Like when we used to go to like Southern Ash Church back in the day. Like at least the hymns were kind of fun. They were kind of fun. But the Catholic stuff was spooky. It like all felt very spooky. Like they never sung in a key that made sense or in lyrics that made sense. It was just like they were talking but singing.
Interesting.
It was very weird. Now, granted, like I said, my buddy Cecil said it's really cool when it's like spoken Latin. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, because he grew up.
Oh yeah.
Squall Shade said if all drugs should be legalized, all women should be naked on cameras. I agree.
I'm gonna disagree, but that's because I'm biased. So
right.
I'm gonna disagree.
Johnny David becoming a member. I appreciate you, dude. I love you. You're good. It's like that time I went to one church, and I think they're called, what are they called? What are they called? Not Pentecostal. I think that's what that's called. Pentecostal churches. Yep. Bro, went to a Pentecostal church once, and this the like pastor grabbed my face and was like screaming and shaking my head. It was crazy. Oh my God.
Crazy.
Oh, it was terrifying. Oh my God. Yeah, that was very culty. I don't know. There was.
It's your take. It's your take, right? And you're allowed to have your own take.
Sure. Now, I went to. I think when I was in, like youth. I forget what they called it. Youth something.
Biased? Why are people saying I'm biased? What did I do? What am I biased over?
I don't know. What is it? Youth group? Fuck, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
All we did was just chill. That was kind of cool. And then but it was like in the vein of like religion. Like they would kind of like talk about this and like it was always just really positive vibes in like youth group. But we always would go to youth group after, and then we would go into like the main room, and everybody be sitting there, and then there's like the sweaty preacher guy that's like sweaty and yelling. And I don't know, it just it just all feels really off. But the youth group stuff was cool.
Oh, because I don't want to be naked on camera. Oh, gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think, look, I legitimately think it's like the king having sex with like all the new wives in the kingdom. I like that. I can't disagree. Look, if there was a law in place and it's like if you have a fat ass and a tight waist, you have to show it like once on camera. I'd be like, yeah, I can get down with that. Probably don't follow my moral structure. I think every fat ass should be shown right to me immediately. Aaron says religion's fine. I don't like organized religion. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think religion is bad. I think that if you are religious, that's perfectly fine. But also, if you're not religious, that's also perfectly fine. It's your life. You do what you want to do with your life.
Yeah. I agree. Mysterious Militant says, have you been to any other churches since your youth? Yes. I've probably been to church a dozen times since I was 16. Whether it was like going with a friend or trying out, because I've had people, I've met people through the gym that like really wanted me to come to their church. Or like it's it's going to be different. It's really welcoming and blah blah blah. And then I go there and it's the same shit. And I just I find it so uncomfortable. I find it just makes me so uncomfortable. I don't like being in the. Maybe I'm like evil. I just can't cross the threshold and I start burning. No, I don't know. Like something about it just feels off, and I cannot explain it. And I know people do, but I don't know. It's something about it.
Yeah,
it's something about every time I go to church. And look, I understand this is an unpopular opinion. Look, I'm not shitting on anybody's religion. Look, I'm talking specifically from like how I've experienced my personal experience. And just to see people like during prayer or song, like reaching up just to the ceiling and like crying and like shaking their hands and like that's fucking wild. It's just all too much for me. And then people, every time I talk to somebody about religion, that's really in it, like an older person maybe, or somebody that actively goes to church a lot, and they unironically talk about how God talked to them, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't relate to this. This is just too much for me. Like, look, God doesn't talk to you. I can't. It's just too much. Like,
right.
If it could be more, like a little bit more down to earth and realistic, maybe, but it's just a little too out there.
Yeah.
Every person that I've ever talked to that was really devout religious always talks about how they talk to God. I don't think there's one of them that doesn't. They say God verbally talks to them. That's not real. That's not a real thing. I cannot take that shit seriously. It's too much for me. I understand what if you're claiming like you have a like subconscious conversation with yourself, and that
right about God,
yeah, sure.
Right.
But like saying like that, like people saying that shit, like that's too much. Too much. Look, like I said, I don't mind religion at all. I'm just it's a little too much. Like it's a little too much. And again, you have to kind of swallow a lot of it. You have to agree with every facet. And I know there's a lot of Christians living in America and Western cultures that don't at all. They smoke, they drink, they fuck random bitches, they cheat on their wives, cheat on their husbands. I get it. And then he who believes in me, so they just live by that one thing. He who believes in me shall not perish. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm good. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
So, but they are also all about that shit. And I don't know. It's just a little bit. That better not be you, motherfucker. My dog he scares the hell out of me every night. He just busts in. Why you gotta bust in?
He wants to see if you have food for him.
He does. He thinks I have freaking food.
Yeah. Why not, though?
It's crazy.
That's what my cat does.
My cat couldn't get through my door. My dog can bust through it.
My cat will run into the door, slam his head against it, and push it open.
Yeah. I agree. Malcheron says, reminds me of the defense of the tearing down a Satanist altar in the Ohio government building, but defended the nativity scene next to it. Hypocrisy blindness is standard for many people. Not all women on camera because Lizzo. Yeah, no, I'm saying fat ass, tiny waist. It's got to be a good ass. It can't be like a nightmarish ass, because then I don't want to see it.
Oh, see, you're picking and choosing. It has to be for all or for none.
Yeah, no.
It has to be one way or another.
The king that would have sex with every new bride, if she was a monster, he would say, nah, it's all good.
True.
He would be like, nah, she has my blessing. Fuck it. I am sex with her. Right. Thank you, Malcharon, for your orange boy. We're almost halfway to Naked Snake. Thank you so much, Malcharon. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for still super chatting, even though I'm blaspheming to a lot of you. I do want you to understand that I don't think you're bad or good or anything because of.
But the thing with your audience is that I not every single person is going to, be very tolerant to your beliefs, but most of your chat is being tolerant to your beliefs, which I think is so important in just having a discussion. Because if you look at like the left right now and how brainwashed they are, they're not willing to have discussions with anybody that are different from them. It's like the whole Gamergate 2 situation that's going on right now. Those people, the community managers that are being called out for saying, fuck white people, they're hiding their accounts, they're protecting their accounts. They don't want to have conversations with people who simply disagree with them. And that's not happening here, which is great.
Right. Yeah, 100%. 100%. No, I feel like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people are pretty laid back and you can talk to them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Most normal people are like that. But then of course you have the very vocal minority on social media, or that you might even meet in your day-to-day life, that they just will not consider your standpoint or your viewpoint at all whatsoever, and you're basically evil to them if you don't instantly agree with them and basically bend the knee to the way that they feel.
Thank you, Malcharan. I agree. Malcharan with the orange boy, I appreciate you. I want to go back to something. Where's old mysterious malcontent? What is his name? Where'd he go? Mysterious is on here somewhere. Damn it! Why is the chat went really fast for a second and just fucked me? Where is it at? Mysterious militant. There it is. Says Cody, I'm going to pray for you. What will you be praying? What will you be praying? Are you praying that I find myself believing in your morality structure and in your God? Because your God is true and I'm wrong. That response comes from a place of narcissism. I've heard that my entire life. I will be praying for you, because it's like, oh, I pity you because you're so dumb and I'm so smart and you're so wrong and I'm so right and you're gonna burn and I'm gonna save you. I think that's gross. I've heard that since I'm like a 5-year-old. I'll pray for you. Yeah. A serious man, a date with Cody is like joining religion. You have to swallow a lot of it. No, you ain't got to swallow nothing. To be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, a serious man. You apparently haven't been in the chat or in my streams very long. Okay. You get about 2 inches. 2 inches. Oh, Mysterio, you can't change it on me like that. You can't change it on me like that. You just changed it. Look at this motherfucker. I agree with that. That's great.
Yeah. Stop calling your viewers out for doing nothing wrong.
Mysterious militant like backed on it a little bit. He's like, no, man, I was just saying that I pray for you to get like a fat bitch with a tight ass and I want you to be happy. I'm like, oh, now see, I agree. You just changed everything on me. Damn you, militant. God. No, man, I meant you'd like have a sexy, like a hot bitch and she'd be in panties that don't fit. Yeah, dude. And I'm like, oh, fuck, now I agree with that. I got a mod militant now. Somebody mod militant, please. He just said what I wanted to hear now. Oh, man. Anyways. So, yeah, very fun discussion that pisses off the chat. But hey, it's a fun discussion. If I didn't have the spicy discussions, I wouldn't be here. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to get it. Right. McFly says you could look at it somebody being genuinely concerned for what they think is your eternal soul, and that they are helping you in a way that they think is valid. Okay, so it's almost like a paradox. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be saved because I'm not broken, but they think I should be saved because they think I'm broken. It's a paradox. I don't believe from that perspective, therefore I don't need to be saved. But people saying I'm saved are implying that I'm broken, which I am not. Correct?
Right.
So it's a meaningless statement. It's a statement meant to make themselves feel better and make me feel worse for believing wrong. That's what I'm saying. It's like genuinely concerned for my eternal soul. I don't believe my eternal soul is in any danger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's like a weird paradox.
I mean, yeah, no, it totally, what you're saying, I mean, it makes sense.
If your answer is religion, then it's like a paradox because religion's not in my answer wheel because I am not a part of it, you know? Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
It's hard to explain. It's like I said, it's like a weird paradox. how, like, the answer to my question can't be religious because I am not part of the religion. Therefore, it can't be the answer to the question I'm asking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anyways, Malcheron with a gold boy. Oh my God, we got the gold boy in. When I was in Sunday school, I kept asking why was there all these rules. I wanted to know why not to do something other than just because God said so. The preacher told me I would die. Oh, damn. He got your ass. He got you. You got wrecked, bruh. You got wrecked. Elkid Barrett says, I feel like this didn't need to be discussed at all. Well,
Well, I mean, there you had people asking you, so
right. So the entire point of the entire discussion is the fact that Louisiana voted 10-2 to require the 10 Commandments to be posted in every single school classroom. Right. So that's where the discussion comes from. Then, of course, it goes down this long rabbit hole of like religion, blah, 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 you know, and I love talking about it. My cousin, I have a cousin, and where I don't take my clothes off.
well, somebody asked.
I have a cousin, and he's actually religious. He's a devout, like a for real devout Christian, and I've only met like 3 in my entire life. He is one of them.
Good for him.
He's a really good dude, and he is never, ever even insinuating. Like when we first started hanging out when I was like 16 or 17, he was like, hey, man, like maybe you should come to church with me. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I went to church with him, and I was like, yeah, it doesn't speak to me, man. And he's like, dude, there's nothing wrong with it. He was like, if it doesn't speak to you, it doesn't speak to you. You know, and that was it. But he's a good dude, and I see him like once or twice a year, and we always have a great time hanging out. We play guitar together, and he's a genuinely good dude, but he lives by it. He goes even further. He like doesn't drink. He does a lot of things. He doesn't curse. He's a fucking true blue dude. And he is never once pushed it on me. And the people that always push it on me are people that like smoke and drink and are assholes. And they're like, those motherfuckers sin every 5 minutes.
Well, it is what it is.
And they're always trying to push it on me. What the hell? My cousin don't even push it on me. And he's like the guy that should. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Bye, Sonia. I love you. Thank you, Malcheron. I appreciate you for your gold, boy. We're halfway to Naked Snake. 250 away.
Yeah, and you said it's going to be a shorter stream tonight. So that chat means you have to get to it faster.
Oh, damn. You're trying to sell. You're trying to be a salesman today. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. We see you're using an ad blocker, so you can't look at this fucking thing. How about you eat my ass? I don't give a damn. I will go to a different article, you dumb bastards. Jesus. These sons of bitches. I love how they're like, oh, bro, you're using ad block. Sorry. And I'm like, yeah, I'll just go to a different website.
Well, right. All you are doing at that point is pushing away viewership.
Anyways. All right. So on the other topic of discussion, okay, all right. Let me read Aurora because to put a bow on it. Let's put a bow on it. Aurora says the more people sin, the more they're trying to make up for their sin. Sometimes bringing someone to the face is considered big in most religions. Yeah, maybe. I could see that. What is it called? Compensating. Sure. What's up, Jenna? All right. Anyways. One of the benefits of faith is a free pass to sin. Maybe. I don't know. I think it genuinely helps a lot of people. It's just it doesn't speak to me, and people get mad when I'm like, it's not religious. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. What am I? What are you? The other topic of discussion is Alan Ritchson ruining everything.
God, he really doesn't want an
everything.
Audience.
God, I was loving Reacher, even though the second season was a little lame because there was a lot of.
Yeah, it's still entertainment though. It's still something you could put on in the background and watch.
Look, I enjoyed it. It was like a 7 out of 10, 6.5. The first season was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Definitely better.
I noticed in the second season of Reacher, the 2 105-pound ladies were kicking everybody's ass, and I was like, all right, now, like, why are these ladies just fighting giant dudes and beating their asses? It's a little weird, but whatever. I tried to look past it because I enjoyed it. You know, God damn you, Mario Trujillo, you son of a bitch. But Alan Ritchson came out and did what every celebrity does, and he said Trump's evil, Trump's racist, Trump rapes people, Trump's blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my God. I was literally barely hanging on to a thread because season 2 was kind of lame, and you ruined it all, and now I'll never watch this shit again. And why? And it's not because I overtly disagree with what he's saying. I mean, I do. I think all the the buzzwords are a little silly. I'm not like an overt Trump supporter. I'm not an overt anybody supporter, really.
Right. And you know, when it comes to Reacher, we were all so shocked because it, of course, is Amazon Prime, and Amazon over the past few years, they have ruined so many franchises, and it truly feels like that is exactly what they are doing with this. They saw the season 1 popularity, they knew people were going to be hooked and show up for season 2, and then they, of course, slowly started implementing these things that, of course, people were not going to like, and I don't know if they've greenlit a season 3 yet, but I bet if they do a season 3, it's going to be even more so in that direction. Like we've seen, you know, the Wheel of Time adaptation and Rings of Power and all of these bad things, even though they have created some good content, but it's like you said and you see, oh wow, he did such a good job in Reacher season 1. I'm going to watch a season 2. And then season 2 comes out and it is a bit more disappointing. People definitely were not expecting them to go in some of the directions they went in. But now you have him coming out and straight up just pushing everything that his audience doesn't want to hear.
Yeah. I agree. I completely agree. We're going to read this article. And Energy One says, you are much more supportive of the right than you are of the left in everything I've seen. I can agree with that. And it's because almost everything that finds itself on the left end of the spectrum is morality based. And I like policy based out of morality is silly to me. I've never really understood that because passion from morality leads people to think they can do very horrible things. And the horrible things they do justify the like means, right?
Yeah.
The means to an end. It's justifiable because it is saving people, which is like the religious right? It's the same kind of thing where, well, if I kill you, it's saving you. Therefore, it's the right thing to do. And that's like modern day what most overt left shit is it's like, well, we need to feed hormones to this person, or this person needs to remove a body part because we morally care about them, or we should enact a bill which allows for a 15-minute consultation to determine if you should be euthanized by the government because we care about you and this is a good thing. And I don't really care for that. But the left is also really easy to make fun of nowadays. The right, I feel like, has a less morality push if you ignore like the religious right. I've never been a fan of the religious right. But if you look at just the right in general, most of their policy, or a good portion of their policy, is done out of necessity and reason. Whereas almost none of it on the left is, I feel like, anymore. Because I used to be way more leaning left when I was younger. I voted for Obama. Woo! damn me! I was a dumbass too. No, you know where that changed? 2012. I remember. I got a notice in the mail, and it was like, "Oh, the Affordable Healthcare Act will be instated in January of like 2013 or 2012. I can't remember. And my healthcare premium went from $37 to $280 overnight. And I was like, cancel.
Yeah.
I goofed. I apologize, everybody. I goofed real hard. I'm sorry. Fuck. But no, I will agree with this statement. I am more supportive of the right than I am the left, I think. And it's just because, you know, I work, I pay a lot of bills. You know, I guess it's going to be probably a natural course of things, I think. So, but yeah, anyways, Mario Trujillo says, you are broken, but we wouldn't have it any other way. Sometimes broken things don't need fixing. Look at you. You're so good to me. I love you. Thank you, Mario Trujillo. I appreciate you. Halfway to Naked Snake, one red boy from a rainbow knot. Everyone $100 super chat goes on the car for Kansas, the ARCA race up there. So if you come to it, make sure you let me know. There's a lot of people coming to Dover. It's gonna be freaking crazy. It's gonna be awesome.
When is that one?
Dover is the 26th of this month.
Gotcha.
2 weeks.
Gotcha.
So it's Talladega, Dover, Kansas, Nashville, Flat Rock, Charlotte.
Whew.
All in a row. Yeah, I'm gonna be like dead.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So it says Reacher star Alan Ritchson has been through so many struggles in his life, but one thing he isn't struggling with is finding the words to take down Donald Trump and the Catholic Church. He's so edgy. Alan Ritchson's so edgy. In a recent interview with the Hollywood Reporter, the hunky father of three. Why do they write shit like this?
I don't know. It's not sorting. Shout out and my condolences to the women in your audience because Henry Cavill announced he is having a child. And so, I mean, great for him, obviously.
He's pregnant?
I know. Yes, he is pregnant. His girlfriend's pregnant, but I'm sure a lot of women are going to be very sad to hear that because they've been together for so long, and there's always girls hoping that he's going to break up with his girlfriend. So my condolences.
Let's look. Henry Cavill is 40 years old. Yeah, it's about time he had a kid, man.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, fucking great for him.
Dude, if I had a gajillion dollars, you best believe I'd pop out a pup. And
he's been with her for like 5, 6, 7 years now. So good for them.
And I'd get a nanny and I'd have her and dude, I would demand she not work though. Look, I gotta be honest. If I'm worth like $50 million and my wife's hot and she's like, I want to work and be something, I'm like, well, you best get out. Because if you're popping out one of my pups, you're staying home with a pup. Because, like, you don't need to work. You don't need to feel fulfilled. You are fulfilled, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to feel fulfilled, all right? You don't need a false sense of fulfillment. You are fulfilled, bitch.
That's kind of the point of pregnancy is feeling filled, so.
Oh, my God. His wife is Natalie Viscuso. Damn, hold on. Let me pull up this picture. She looked pretty good. She got fat titties. I know exactly why he likes her. Her titties.
They're not married. They're not married. They've been together for a while though now.
Let's see what her age is. You staying home, bitch. Making me a sandwich. And then also make the kid a sandwich. She's 34.
Good for her. Good for them. That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. Anyway.
Okay, whatever. Who cares? Being happy for someone, that's overrated.
Yes. Donna Egbert says everyone has their free agency to believe what they want. Agreed. Here's some NASCAR bucks. Agreed. Thank you. I appreciate you. For the gold boy, Donna, I love you. I appreciate you some NASCAR bucks for you, boy. We're closing in. 240 from Naked Snake. Get on it, doggone it. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate you. God, I'm so hungry. Why am I so hungry? Oh, man. Andreas Antonio Gonzalez Azares says, today I was leaving night school with two of my friends and I fall over my belly. I'm very fat. And instead of helping me, they started to LOL until I almost pass out. Do I get offended or just take it as a nervous laugh? Yeah. Don't get offended. No, maybe get offended. You know what? Fuck it.
Get offended over everything.
Get offended because what does that lead to, Andreas? Okay, shame. Listen, Andre, I got to be honest with you. What is a good motivator? Shame.
That is true. It is really a strong motivator.
Bro, if I went to the gym, okay, and I've been off a couple weeks and I've been eating a lot of hot dogs, mustard and shit. And I go to the gym and my bro's like, oh my God, dude, you are fucking putting on weight, bro. You need to do something. I would be devastated. Flip the fuck out, right? I would be devastated because if it was coming from my bro, right, I'd be devastated. And my ass would be on a diet that night.
Well, right.
Very good motivator. So maybe be offended, Andres. Be offended. Lose some of the weight. Make your pee-pee look very large. Thank you, Andres. Richard says, Cody repeatedly calling the mother of his child a bitch does not mean. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. Yeah, she is. That's what she is. Thank you, Richard. Love you, Richard. Appreciate you, Richard. 2:30 till Naked Snake. All right. Where's my article? Okay, here we go. So here's what Alan Ritchson had to say, the hunky father of three. He said, in the past, he worried about his outspokenness about his Christian beliefs would cause a stir in Hollywood, but he ultimately did it anyway. I'm a Christian quite simply because I walk, because of what Jesus calls us to do. He said, love other people until death. It doesn't mean we're all to be hung on a cross, but how can I suffer for you? It's a beautiful thing, which is weird because you would think that he would not say Trump all these things, but also he's an actor and he has to say, look, I don't actually think he legitimately believes this because I think he is saying this because it's going to open up more job opportunities.
Well, that's what I was saying about it being Amazon, because Amazon has made some extremely woke adaptations over the past few years, and he is currently in Amazon's pocket, and he wants another another continuation, another season, or a movie or something like that. So I feel like he views this as the way to open the doors to a bigger career and bigger opportunities, right? Because now that he said this, he could catch the eye of someone like a Disney, right? And he could catch the eye of so many of these companies because they know that he has been popular. But the problem with that is that while he is a well-known name, he's pushing away a lot of the fans that he had.
Yeah. And I don't think that's a worry, because like, are you really interested in people watching your show, or are you interested in getting paid? That's really what we need to think about here is, would you rather people like you, or would you rather you get a big check? And it's hard to say. It's not very edgy on his part to say what every other Hollywood personality is saying. Says Ritchson went no holds barred on the demigod, who many Christians have sadly aligned this. Sadly, what am I reading? Who is this? What website is this? Many Christians have sadly aligned themselves with Trump. Look, bro, I'm sorry. Christians aren't going to align with Biden, and they're not going to align with the left. I'm sorry.
No.
You have one of the things, and it's the right. It's not. You're not going to ever get the left religious. It's not going to happen. Okay, sorry. But Alan Ritchson said Trump is a grapist and a con man, and yet the entire Christian church seems to treat him like he's their poster child, and it's unreal. I don't understand it. What is the alternative, Alan Ritchson? What is the alternative? For them to be obsessed with leftism? No. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's what a lot of these people want, is that they want there to be no alternative. So you either have one person or you have nobody. And then they feel like, well, because you don't like what this or you do like what this actor has done in the past, maybe that'll make you reconsider things in the way that you view the world, because your role model also views them that way. It's like the previous set of elections in 2020, you had, Biden utilizing like TikTok influencers to try to push younger individuals to vote, because he said, oh, well, this might be the way. And obviously it did work to a certain extent. But at the same time, it's like when you have fans and you are utilizing people's fans, you can do a hell of a lot, and you can have a hell of a lot of influence.
Sure you can. And, but I got to be completely transparent with you. Getting a effeminate dude with long pasty nails on that has like videos of him on the internet, like eating diarrhea and getting pegged. Yeah, you're not going to get the religious right.
Yeah, you're not.
Sorry, you're not. No, you don't even get me. Like I'm not religious, nor am I like overtly right. But I don't want to see a dude getting pegged, and I don't want him also working in the White House. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, the White House is in quite a state right now. So
look, there was so this is a good time to segue into just another thing before we get back to Alan Ritchson. There was this guy in Spain, I think, and he was a politician in Spain. He's like, I think he's openly gay. I don't really know, but he was caught on camera like eating shit. Because it, like, as a like sexual kink.
God,
he was caught on camera eating shit. So what did he do as a result? He resigned immediately. As he should. Now, what would happen if that happened in America? If a left politician was caught,
we shouldn't shame people for doing this. This is his right, and he's allowed to do this. Which I get. Yeah, he is allowed to do it, but doesn't mean that everybody wants to watch, or everybody has to agree, or everybody has to accept it.
I can probably come to the conclusion that he's not sound of mind if he's eating shit. Well, now, look, what would happen though in America is he would be like, "Oh, this is my sexual preference," and then there would be a movement behind shit eaters, and then people would start eating shit on camera to own the MAGAs, and then there would be people marching for shit eating. That's what would happen.
No, that is.
We're dumb as hell over here. Why would we do this? Why are we eating shit?
That's not it.
Poop. No more poop eating. This is crazy as hell. Jesus. Says, despite being a religious man, Ritchson went after the Catholic Church for its history of systematic abuse. It's worth saying that the atrocities that are happening in the church that are actively covered up, even to this day, with people not being held accountable, is repulsive. He said, I can't for 1 second support Catholic Church while there are still cardinals, bishops, and priests being passed around with known political. I don't necessarily disagree when it comes to this direct point, but also you got to understand that Alan Ritchson overtly supports LGBTQ shit. But he's also saying he's a Christian. So
Right.
like this just goes to show
It's
that
hard. He's trying to play both groups of people that have, just kind of watched Reacher and thought it was decent, and then the people who have seen his past political posts and his religious viewpoints and have supported him from there. So he's trying to appeal to everybody while also appealing to nobody.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's 100% true.
Yeah. And we see that with a lot of actors now.
Yeah. And I mean, look what they do. They'll either come out and say Trump's evil, or they'll come out as trans. That's how they get more job opportunities. And then when the job opportunities dry up, they come out as not trans anymore. What was that one girl? Demi Lovato. She was like, I'm a they. And then she's like a year later, she's like, never mind.
Right. It's very reminiscent of the situations, or the many situations that have happened with Chris Pratt. He didn't change his, religious viewpoint and in the way that he voiced how adamantly he felt about religion, just because there were a lot of people who hated him, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, he's allowed to feel the way that he feels, and he's allowed to voice how he feels. But I'm sure that he recognized at that point that it would be a potential turnoff for a lot of the very woke studios in Hollywood.
Yep, 100%. Why I don't like when people write articles and they're like condescending on articles. I'm like, bro, I'm reading an article to see what the guy said. I'm not reading for you to be condescending. It says, now, if only there were fewer evangelical Christian conservatives who blandly support Trump and more faith people like Ritchson that supported, I guess, Biden, I guess is what you're going to try to insinuate there. No. Look, I got to be transparent with you. Dude's old as hell and falls down and literally says nonsense for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he does.
Look, I get it. I can totally look from the perspective of why people wouldn't like support Trump. I get it. Look, I understand. I get it. But holy shit, how there's a single motherfucker on the face of this continent that supports Biden is insane to me. He is literally like,
I support his clips on social media that I like to laugh at.
Hell
true. Yeah. I support it.
Yes, the memes are plentiful.
I'd rather them just be memes and it not being, somebody who has to have a speech addressed to the nation where they have to write out where he's supposed to emotionally pause.
Yeah, I think shut up, Richard. I think the only positive to him getting reelected is the fact that we will, like, I remember 4 years ago being like, damn, he's old as fuck. And he's also like kind of not there, right? You can tell.
Well, there's a difference between being old and then just being old and also having dementia.
Yeah. So you could tell there's something off. That shit has progressed so much in 4 years. Dude, have you seen him publicly speak once lately? Holy shit. It is just complete nonsense. He's like can barely say anything.
And then you have the clips where he's like walking somewhere in public, and then you have all the people asking him questions as he's walking, thinking they're not going to get an answer, and then he stops and he gives this 5-minute long explanation, and only like a quarter of it makes sense.
Yeah. It was that's the only thing that, like, if it does happen, like in 2028, he's gonna be like, what, 90 or something? He's gonna be pretty old.
It's gonna be crazy.
And he's gonna be, dude, they're gonna be wheeling his ass around, and he's gonna be just like saying random shit. It's gonna be kind of fun to watch, although the country will be fucking destroyed.
Right. Well, it would be funny to watch, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's why when Trump was elected, I'm like, dude, the memes are gonna be plentiful. And they were.
Well, right. Yeah, they were. They still are.
They were more based though than sad.
Yeah.
Because I would agree. He'd just be like, you're gay. You're gay. I'm like, oh my God, this is hilarious. I love this. He's like, what is he? He's like, Ted Cruz's wife's a dog. And you're like, oh my God, I love this. He went from like, I watched the stand-up from Shane Gillis the other day, and it was hilarious. He went from polling like less than 1% and then was winning after the first debate. Right. Because he just called people dog wives and ugly. Yeah. And he won. That was hilarious. He fucking just owned everybody by just calling them bitches. That was the best thing you could have ever done. Yeah. And when him and Biden debated, I thought it was going to be a bloodbath, and then Biden somehow was strangely coherent. But that ain't gonna be the case this time. Like that dude's gone, bro. He is gone.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
Is what it is, and it's not good.
Oh my god, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be absolutely rough. Mizu, I accidentally opened Jenna. Would you get out of here? Mizu said, "Did you see the clip of that sports reporter saying that she was given a script of questions and not to veer from it?" Yeah,
I mean, that happens all the
Yeah.
time, though. That's the thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the difference that we got with Trump is he would just literally take random fucking questions.
Oh, he would. 100%. He was very confident.
He'd just say shit.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "I'll answer this question, not you. You're fake news. I'll answer this
Yeah.
question." Loved it. God, I thought it was great. Man, that was the best. And I can't wait for it to come back if it does. And if it doesn't, at least we get old man memes for the next 4 years until he's like decrepit.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. T says says the frog car is litty with the titty. Dude, it is. It's really cool. I'm really enjoying it, and I
It
cannot
looks
wait for the new one.
awesome.
I cannot wait for the second frog car to be released tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have 2 frog cars. So, Arika says the political engine needed a Dwayne replacement, but they choose a disingenuous idiot ramp. Yeah, it sucks, man. It really does suck. I really liked Alan Ritchson. It made me sad.
Well, his work is good. He's a good actor.
Yeah, but God, I'm so sick of. Look, just I don't actually. To be fair, I don't even care what Alan Ritchson believes. I've never cared about what any celebrity believes.
Well, yeah, they're allowed to believe in what they want to believe, and the way is that they voice it to their audience, and the way that they try to get their audience to also believe in those beliefs, and then push those beliefs for them.
Yeah, if a actor came out overtly like sucking off Trump, that would also be fucking cringe. It would be less cringe because it's so rare. It would be like interesting because you're gonna fucking lose your job as an actor if you say that shit. But still, I would be like, oh, gross. Like I don't care what they believe. I just don't care. Just please just don't talk. Arikas, thank you. I appreciate you. We're 2:20 away from Naked Snake. We got about 30 minutes left. I appreciate you bitches so much. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shorter show today because I was driving for 9 hours getting frog car number 2 squared away.
True. And I'd like chat to know I was sitting here at 9:30 ready. Don't blame me. It was his fault.
It was my fault. 100%. Yeah, I was dude, I was
But
sick.
that's okay.
Dude, I ate some chicken last night and it made me sick as hell and I was shitting blood fucking all day and I had to stop 5 times on the way to get the car and I stopped at this podunk.
You're dying.
I stopped at this podunk.
I'm sorry, but you're dying.
I don't know if you've ever driven. You ever driven through a rural ass area?
Yeah.
Bro, I was driving through rural Tennessee and it was like a long road with nothing on it.
Yeah.
There was one little gas station and I fucking pulled into that. A little Indian lady, no English. I'm like, bathroom. And she just pointed over and I ran back into this dark ass like room, like storage room with a tiny door. And I opened it and there was a toilet. And I'm like, bro.
Anything else you want to say about this story? Maybe anybody doing something bad? You want to make any announcements?
I was doing something bad.
You've gone through trauma.
I destroyed their bathroom. That poor Indian lady had to go in there and like clean up blood off the walls. God.
She probably thought you murdered somebody.
God, I've been sick as hell all day. And somehow I made it to the show. And I appreciate everybody for hanging out in the show. And I appreciate you for liking the show. If you haven't liked the show, it's probably because you think I'm Satan. And that's fine. But you should reconsider. Florida Farmer, where you been, dude? He still has the same giant chicken logo.
That's one awesome fucking logo.
It is
Holy
good.
shit.
It's
That
good.
is cool.
It's better than the anime character, isn't that right, Billy Hatcher?
Wait. Don't hate on the anime avatars.
Oh my
Don't do
God.
that. Don't be weird.
Why is it always the anime avatars that have terrible opinions?
Whoa.
Billy?
Don't be a hater.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. We're like Billy says, how much to Naked Snake? I think it's like 209. I think I don't remember what I just said, but I don't know if it updated, but it's 209. Oh, my eye itches. I touched it. Fuck no. I touched my eye. Thank you so much, Florida Farmer. I love you. Billy Hatcher says, I remember a few years ago seeing a guy supporting Trump with his own book about Trump, and I cringed so hard I got sick of seeing that shitty ad. Yeah, I think it's gross, man. I understand. Thank you, Billy Hatcher. I appreciate you, dude. Monkey Man, welcome back with your $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Pink eye. It's not pink eye, damn you. The pollen. I have stages of pollen. The first stage is sinus infection. The second stage,
Shirley pollen.
Yeah. In
Surely.
unconsolable sinus like drainage. And the third step is my eyes itch so much that I can barely move. I'm at the eye itch stage. I'm coming off of the sniffle. Jay the Wildcard says thoughts on this weekend. If you guys do not know, I am racing at my home track, Talladega. My first ever race at Talladega. I never thought I would ever race at Talladega in my entire life, and we are racing at Talladega Saturday. The Arca Menard series down there with NASCAR, Xfinity and Cup Series. We have the Frog car. It is ready to go. If you have not seen my car for Talladega, it is easily the coolest looking car you will ever see in any auto sport ever.
It looks amazing.
It really does. It does. It is unfucking real. It doesn't even look real. People are like saying it doesn't even like they don't even think it's real. And it's like a 3D image. I'm like, no, this is real. It is real.
That would have been one crazy 3D image, though.
I have sat inside this bitch. That is our Talladega car. It's going to be real fast. So if you can come to Talladega, if you can't, watch it on Fox Sports 1 at noon Saturday. Get on it, doggone it. And then tomorrow I'm going to pick up the Frog car for Dover. So we have two cars. So thank you guys so much for all your support. You guys support me overtly. And I know the algorithm gods have shamed me. Because I went from like 1,000 concurrent to like 400 in like a month.
Well, that's what happens when you don't put up content. Not specifically trashing you, but my God, it's like I put up 2, 3, 4 videos a day, do 5, 6, 7 hour live streams. You got to do what you got to do to please the YouTube algorithm.
I cannot do that.
I have to. I stream the games. I cover the topics. It's crazy.
Vara, I will be on a plane 6 weeks in a row.
That sucks, but this is your dream, so either shut up and deal with it and be a man.
Well, the thing that sucks about the algorithm is I am afraid pursuing this dream, which I don't make money on, by the way. I might break even or I might make a little tiny bit at the end of the year. But that being said, the thing that sucks is I'm afraid it'll do irreparable damage to my YouTube, and I'll be fucked once I'm done with the racing. I will be fucking fucked. Because the algorithm does not like when you do things differently. It will kill you so fucking fast.
Well, it's basically just quantity over quality with YouTube, which is the problem.
Yeah,
that's the issue with YouTube. It fucking sucks.
Bill Dozer on Rumble says, "Should we have In God We Trust on money?" I have no idea. I haven't held cash in a long time. I hate how so many people have been wronged by religious people and it makes them hate religion. Religion isn't the problem. I don't hate religion, Bill Dozer. I just don't want to be involved in it.
I see someone asking, I do have a Rumble, but I am primarily on YouTube. Everything of mine is on YouTube.
Snowrum says, you can rebuild. Snowrum. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
I can, I guess. Hayden says the only thing worse than people with anime profile pictures are people who have no profile picture. Oh, damn. Look at you owning yourself. Thank you so much, Hayden. I love you. I appreciate you for your orange boy. You're goated. You're the man. And you getting us there. We're now 184 until Naked Snake. We got plenty of time left. So thank you, Hayden. I love you. I appreciate you. One red boy from a rainbow night. We already got a bunch of pinks, bunch of oranges, bunch of goldies. What have you been talking about lately, Vara, on your channel?
I talked about Warhammer today. Warhammer 40K going woke. That was a very unfortunate situation. I've been talking about new anime coming out and journalists using it to push their own political opinions. I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima. That's one of my 10 out of 10 games. I've been playing Rise of the Ronin, which is similar to Ghost of Tsushima. And just talking about Stellar Blade. That's finally coming out. And Gamergate 2. The insanity of Gamergate 2.
Yeah, dude, it's been wild as hell. It's like
fucking crazy.
What is the deal with fucking uglyfying everybody?
Yeah, BlackRock, Vanguard, investments, and companies thinking that they're better than their audience and that they don't actually need to listen to us. And it's so fucking sad because if
Ugly
you
one.
look at like Star Wars Outlaws, which has been talked about a lot over the past couple of days since the trailer released, the problem with that is that they have this just absolutely fugly lead character who they took a beautiful actress and turned her into a
I saw
monstrosity.
that. Yeah.
But then you look at something like Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, where Cameron Monaghan looked perfect within those games. And these games have high budgets. It's not like the budgets are any different. It's just, I mean, it comes back down to fucking DEI bullshit.
Yeah, and it's like I blame it on ugly women in their 30s and higher. They absolutely hate anything that could be construed as beautiful or youthful. So they have to make everything ugly to make themselves feel better. It's the crabs in the bucket thing, except they're working in the industry.
Well, it's also problem is male feminists. It's just feminists in totality, but also male feminists who think that they're going to gain like these brownie points within the industry and then be hired by these gigantic companies. And all it does is make them look like fucking dipshits.
Oh my God. Male feminist. I hate them. So white women and male feminists ruin everything because the male feminist is the guy that hung out with girls his whole life and they all thought he was gay. Yeah. Now he's just grown up. And he's like,
he's just grown up. It's so true.
If I just simp for Vara, she'll sit on my face.
No, she won't.
Whoa, yeah.
I can tell you from experience that she won't do it. Okay.
What does that mean? Whoa.
I've went in her DMs and been like, hey, baby, what's up? Let me see what the booty do. And you're like, gross. I don't like that. And I'm like, fuck. Then you said you were going to cancel me.
Yeah. I did say I was going to Me Too you and I was going to cancel you. And I think I could push this channel to 100K subscribers at that rate. I'm at 86 right now. So
yeah,
true.
Dude, you're so close.
I promise I'll give you 50% of the revenue.
Oh, wow.
Well, the 50% of the already 40% that gets taken away from me.
Damn. No.
Yeah.
Isn't that a good you're so close to 100K. Man, when I hit 100K, it was like a fucking weight was lifted off my shoulders.
At 100K, I've got some big announcements.
Are you gonna take your shirt off?
That is definitely not gonna happen.
You'll hit 100K.
That is not gonna happen
days.
unless I have a contract saying I'm getting $1 million a year for the next 10 years. There's no shot.
It's like, if you hit, I'll take my shirt off. I hit 100K in a week, and I'm just gonna get off this stream and have bot accounts. Buy Vara Dark 20,000 subs.
Great.
Like 20 minutes. She's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. You had 20 random subs, like 20K randomly out of nowhere. It's weird.
Yeah.
That cost me $5,000. Take your shirt off.
Yeah.
A serious man says, Cody, you coming to Chi-Town next week? The hell's Chi-Town? What the hell's Chi-Town? What is that? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Neanderthal. Oh my God! The first red boy of the show.
Damn.
What the hell's in Chicago? Why would I come to Chicago? I don't even know there. What is in Chicago? Neanderthal. Why would I go to Chicago? Do I want to get stabbed? Neanderthal coming in with $100 super chat, a big drop, a steamer on my face. Where is he? He's not on the Kansas car. He's on the Kansas car now. Neanderthal.
Hell yeah.
My boy, thank you so much. I spelled it wrong. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. You got us to a rainbow night.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
My boy, thank you so much for that huge drop. I love you and I appreciate you. And I just can't thank you enough. I don't deserve that shit. I know the algorithms hated me lately, but you keep me on my feet, and I appreciate you. And also, big shout out to Malcherian for the $100 super chat. Oh my God! Says love Warhammer 40K. I hate how people have been pushing it to go woke. They will alienate their core audience. But Games Workshop has hated their customers for a long time, and they think the woke crowd will just drop thousands of dollars for an army. X to doubt if Dominus Nox. So
another big problem with Warhammer 40K is that It seems as though obviously there's been a lot of things for a lot of years going on with Warhammer, but one of the major issues is that you have to look at their substantial shareholders list. 17% is BlackRock and Vanguard. That right there, major red flags, and they have been for years at this point.
Right. Yeah. And I actually, to be fair, I believe that it's what I talked about in my last show when I talked about social media mentions and creating a negative conversation. I think it's a marketing thing that executives come up with. The reason why movies, the reason why plays, the reason why video games, the reason why tabletop, all this shit is going to this, because it creates outrage bait online, and it causes these companies to get so much social media mentions that they can sell that shit to investors. They can sell that shit to ad companies because it speaks more than actual hard, cold cash.
Well, they can, but one of the major comparisons I'd use is the Kotakus, the Polygons, the Gamers. They've been doing that for years at this point, and they are struggling to hold on to their jobs. So while it might, in the short term, lead to more social media interaction, more hashtags, more things trending, it ultimately doesn't fucking matter, because those people are not going to, on a continual basis, read your website. So it works in the short term, but it is not a long-term strategy.
Yeah, I dude. Now, and what is the average shelf life of an executive, a board member, or a CEO for a company?
What?
2 years.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, 2 to 3 years, whatever they sign the contract for, right? But it is short term.
Short term.
The problem is that you have companies that are just hiring the bad type of people back. Like, look at Disney, for example. They had Bob Iger. Then they went to Bob Chapek. All of the failures that Bob Iger set up fell under Chapek. And then 2 years later, he was gone. And it's back to Bob Iger.
Yep. That's just how this works. And
yeah.
I remember GameStop they had George Sherman for a couple years. He actually was there for a while. They paid him $168 million to step down. Could you imagine if when you got fired from a job, they just gave you a year's salary?
Well, it's like when Microsoft had just bought Activision Blizzard, Bobby Kotick got what, $300 million?
Oh my God, it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's insanity, especially where he was leading the company. I wouldn't necessarily say into the ground, but definitely into the ground in terms of consumers and the way that we view the company now in totality.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is kind of coming to a head because you have alternatives cropping up now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You have products that are ignoring it altogether. Like the best example you can possibly give is Maverick, Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. They did not care,
and it made a difference in the box office.
Exactly.
That it was such a big film, and it was a great film because what are the tropes, right? If you have an older male character, he's going to be sad, depressed, not what he once was, and everybody's going to show him up. Dude, it was the complete opposite. I don't know if you remember, but in the first movie, he was talented as fuck, but he was like, he got beat a few times, and other people got beat, and all the kids were getting either beating the instructors or not. In the second one, in Maverick, Tom Cruise shows up, does all the dogfight simulations, and doesn't lose a single time. Beats everybody, like with ease. And I thought he was going to get his ass kicked because he's old and sad, and that's what we're used to. And they propped him up, made him a god, and then he became just the main guy at the end too, and then saved everybody. And then it was awesome. He just did everything possible to be a badass, and it was great. And that's what we want. What should have happened in Star Wars is Han gets with Rey. Rey convinces Luke to come up. Luke comes back with him. Luke and Leia and Han are together.
Yes.
And then Luke fucking fights like some unnamed Sith guy after hurting Ben. Like Ben gets injured. Neil runs off, and then there's another Sith guy, and Luke just without any conflict, within like 2 minutes, just plays with this fucking fool and then cuts him in goddamn half. And then Luke just puts the sabers up and just fucking walks off into the fucking shadow. That'd have been the greatest shit. But no, Luke he's drinking titty milk.
And they also could have went with the storyline of the extended universe, where this is what I thought they were going with originally. Was, of course, you had Kylo Ren and Rey. They, in the movie, of course, I thought they were going in the Jace and Jania Solo direction, and that by the end they would come together and create like a new Jedi Order and carry out like Luke and Leia and Han's visions for what the world should have been. That would have been so cool if you had that turn with Kylo Ren, and it never happened, and it was so disappointing.
Yeah, dude. I just wish.
Yeah.
I just wish there would have been a fucking fight scene between Luke and a fucking red saber, and he just with ease kicked that ass. And it
That would
kind
have been
of
so good.
You got a tiny hair of a taste in The Last Jedi when he like force projects his fucking ghost.
Yeah, but it's still not the same.
When I first saw it and he was out there, he was like all clean shaven and nice looking. I was like, oh, cool. And he goes out there and he's like fucking sliding under the saber, and it's all cool. And it only lasts for like 2 seconds. And I was like, this is great. This is finally a part of the film that's actually fun. And then they immediately gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, Disney killed Star Wars, and it's so sad because they had so much money and so many resources to throw at it. And that's why people were so excited initially. And then we see what they ended up doing.
But the Force is female. Aren't you excited there?
Mm-hmm.
The Force is female.
I love it. I love the Force is female.
I hate women.
I hate women too. I gotta keep it a buck.
Richard says, I'm fine with making characters not attractive. I want to play a game, not spend the game with my hands down my pants. Richard, eat my ass, bitch. Eat my ass. I happen to remember one time we were hanging out and there's bitches everywhere. I remember that, Richard. Don't you act like you don't know. Thank you, Richard. Snow Rome! They're still coming, boys. We are $3.90 from Fat Milk. It'll be the first Fat Milk in like 3 weeks. Could it happen? Snow Rome's
disgusting.
Pushing us. Snow Rome says, Cody, the EBS chat got this crowdfunding rolling for you. Vera, I'm not a real gamer, but you've taken the internet by storm. Everything you do is thought out and based. Much love.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Much love. Thank you so much, Snow Rome. I love you. I appreciate you. That's a big ass drop on your boy right after Neanderthal and Melcheron wiped their balls on me. I appreciate you so much for everything you do. Also, that is a good thing to bring up. That's a good thing to bring up because there was a crowdfunding. So the entire reason this happened, that I'm racing at Talladega with the frog car, is there was a campaign to get me to Talladega.
Yeah.
And it was called the Cyberfrog Heartsick Deluxe Plus Race Car, it's an alternative cover for Heartsick. And it came with the, of course, diecast, which we hit the goals for everything. And then we hit the goal for the 2 races. So we have Dover Frog Car and Talladega Frog Car.
Yes, so cool.
It made $127,000. And it's still up right now. So I'm going to post it in chat for you guys. If you want to get the signed car, I think it's on here. Yeah, it's on the bottom right here. There's 148 signed. There's 102 left. So get on it, doggone it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And I will sign them whenever they finally ship. I'll sign whoever ordered those. I would like to do it at a con, but it's getting real busy. Somebody asked me why I'm going to Chicago. Why the hell would I go to Chicago, by the way? Thank you guys so much for making this a possibility. If it was not for ComicsGate and Ethan, this would never have happened. I would probably not be at Talladega, or I would have sold my car and raced at Talladega and then been done. So thank God it happened. And we're racing all year with the help of Ethan Van Sciver and the help of Tim Pool. So thank you so much to everybody.
Yeah.
You guys are going.
That is super fucking cool.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you, Snow Rome, as well. Love you. And I appreciate you. Make sure you go check out the campaign. I'm posting the link. Yeah, right now. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. Member for 1 month says, Camelot, would you do an interview on your racing? It depends on when.
Right.
It would be really easy for you to get an interview if you just came to a race. I've had a lot of people do that. Setting up like one at home would require me to be at home.
Be home? Right. I was gonna say, what? It doesn't sound like you're gonna be home very much.
It's gonna
over
be
the next
hard.
couple of months.
It's gonna be hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will not be home for. I'm actually gonna move Camel Thoughts to Fridays. And I will be doing
Ooh.
Camel Thoughts in my hotel room.
True.
So that's gonna be brutal. Billy, my boy, says live streaming is a lot harder to gain viewership on YouTube, but I hardly upload regular videos. I also have my VTuber model. So live streaming will bring you viewers. It won't give you views. Videos will give you, or it won't give you views, nor will it give you subscribers.
If you are a growing channel, always pump out the videos in order to pump up the audience that will see the live streams, because live streams are not heavily promoted on YouTube by YouTube.
Yeah, it's weird. It depends. So if my videos do well in viewership, my stream numbers will go down. But if my stream numbers go up, my videos get literally crater.
Yeah.
And right now both are.
It's
So
tough.
hell yeah.
Well,
Billy.
hopefully not for long.
Yeah, let's hope it won't last forever. It never does. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate you. I will say once I got to 100K, I was like, all right, cool, I did it. Now I'm just gonna like I'm gonna start a show and have a fun time and do what I can to be successful. But when I was getting to 100K, I only did YouTube. It's all I thought about. Because I had to.
But I mean, that's like me right now. I pump out 3-4 videos a day, and I'm doing 20 hours of live streaming every week. It is what it is, and that is what it takes, because YouTube fucking is a great platform, and I love YouTube. I'm not gonna get your account taken down, so
I mean,
don't nobody blame me.
It's the best.
I didn't just say it.
Look, Rumble is a great alternative.
Oh yeah.
But Rumble doesn't. Rumble doesn't pay the bills. Let's be completely.
And ultimately, you have your audience on YouTube, so you wouldn't want to abandon them. I mean, an upcoming platform is great, and you should totally utilize it, but never abandon the core of where your audience is.
100%. Yeah. By the way, if you guys come to Talladega, I will be giving these away.
Wow!
I just got this in just now by my buddy Gavin.
Exciting!
And I'll be giving these away and signing them at Talladega. So make sure you get yourself one if you come to Talladega. All right. So thank you, Snow Rome. I appreciate you so much. God, I took 4 ibuprofen like 6 hours ago, and it's fucking coming. It's finally wearing off. It's getting me. I hate it. Oh my gosh. Magna Defender says the stupidest people in America are those who still wear face coverings. The coof is over. But the 1% refuse to let it go.
Well, the problem is that in places like Japan, when people just simply have a cold or they're sick, they wear masks, and I don't think that is a bad thing, because you don't ultimately know if someone is sick or what they're sick with. So I think yes, ultimately, if you're wearing it for that specific reason, well, okay, but otherwise, you don't really know what someone's wearing it for.
Rake and Knight, I saw you in the chat, by the way. I'm sorry I didn't say hey, I love you. Yeah, I will say right now that I see about 2 people per day wearing it. And look, I don't give a fuck what people do, but it is cringe.
If it makes them feel better emotionally and makes them feel safer, they can do it. Totally.
But I quietly judge. If I was in Japan, I wouldn't, but I quietly judge here. And it's always like a girl with like green or pink hair and like short and stubby and has like a short buzz cut with green hair.
Okay. I thought you were just saying colored hair. I was gonna say I'm leaving. I got to get out of here.
You need to go brown.
Why?
So you can be based.
Well, luckily you don't control me.
Oh, you messed me.
I do get a lot of comments though saying I clicked this video ready to roast you for being an SJW, but I'm glad that you're not.
I don't control you. If this was 1920, I would. That's for damn sure. Thank you, Magna.
Damn.
By the way, we are 380 until 5 milk, and we got 25 minutes. Oh my God. Could it finally happen on a Monday? It usually happens on Monday. I don't know why you guys like Monday so much. My boy said he got a good tax return. Well, I appreciate sharing the love, because I will not get a tax return. I will owe about 20 grand after state.
That's tough, brother.
Damn you, IRS, damn you.
Yeah.
They just love digging their greedy hands into my money. Oh my God. But yeah.
Camelot and Vara should do a weekly show. Yeah, if he's gonna do a weekly show at this rate.
You know how long it took me to get her to come on my show again? It took me like a
Whoa,
month.
whoa, whoa. I showed up twice for your birthday stream. That was like 6 hours. And then we did the stream a couple months ago. I was your first stream of 2024.
Wait, you were in my 24-hour stream?
I was there for like 6 hours, bro.
Dude, I must have been fucked up.
Bro, I was there for like 6 hours. Who the fuck are you talking about?
Was it earlier or the next day?
It was, okay, so I was there like 2 hours in until like 4 hours in. And then I AFK'd for like an hour. And then I came back for like another 3. Okay, I'm offended. You forgot about my existence.
I don't remember a lot of that, to be honest.
It was like 5 at least hours. I was chilling.
I wanted to die. I did not want to do it. I got to hour 20 and I was like, bro, I'm about to
Because remember we made the jokes about how I did the lighting blue because your shirt was blue for the birthday boy.
I do remember that. Yes. I remember that.
Got him.
Good. Got him. Hell yeah. Thank you. What is some of the new stuff you're gonna be talking about in your upcoming videos? Because you do like 5 videos a day. So
yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be covering tomorrow exactly. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be talking about Warhammer again, simply because now we have the community manager locking down their social media, and you have some individuals who are freaking out saying you guys are just sexists, which of course I think that we all expected. I might also talk about the Blair Witch readaptation, just because we've gotten so many movie remakes and reboots over the past few years. And like, I love Blair Witch, but we don't need another Blair Witch. It is just Hollywood being creatively bankrupt.
I didn't like the Blair Witch.
Fuck you.
Dude, I was like 11 years old.
Blair Witch is so cool.
No.
Blair Witch is so cool.
No, it's good.
Come on now. No. Well,
if found footage films, there's only one found footage film that I love, and the rest are like kind of whatever. And the one I love is As Above, So Below. I think that is.
Oh, I loved As Above, So Below. Oh, that was so freaking
God, it's
cool,
so good.
And it was so well made.
Yeah.
And and I'll probably be talking tomorrow about Star Wars Outlaws, the creative director saying that Kay Vess, who is the lead character, is a much more modern protagonist.
I wonder what that could possibly mean.
So I know it's Rey Skywalker, Solo, Kenobi, whoever she wants to be, Palpatine 2.0.
Yeah, I'm so tired of boss bitches.
Yeah. I mean, I love a good, strong female character like a Wonder Woman, don't get me wrong, but unfortunately, Hollywood and also the gaming industry, they just don't know how to make them successful anymore. They don't understand the difference between being a Mary Sue and a well-written, thought-out character, and they basically just go, oh, as long as she's a woman, that's all that really counts, when that is definitely not the case.
Everybody's saying Rec is good. I guess I'll watch that because it has really good reviews on everything. I'll watch Rec. REC, like record. Thank you guys for that recommendation, Mizu, super based. Oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Damn, I was gonna say something and then I fucking Cloverfield's good, Richard. I like Cloverfield. Strong women. Okay, so if you released a Star Wars movie and the main protagonist was a chick and she had a fat ass and like a tight waist and she was like wearing like tattered, like tight shit and a top, like that's like a bikini top, and she like pulled out her fucking saber and was like fighting bitches with her ass shaking, that would be a 10 out of 10.
In Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are some really great female characters within Star Wars that they just completely threw away, like Mara Jade, for example. Asajj was also really cool. I mean, there's a list that goes on and on. Even Zoan would have been freaking radical, but they don't care about
Imagine
anything.
a scene. Imagine a scene like the end of Aliens. Or is it Alien? No, it's Alien. Imagine a scene at the end of Alien, and like chick thinks she's won. Let's say it's a Jedi chick, and she thought she won. She'd been through a hard ass battle, and the dude she wounded fucking busts through the window, and he's got his red saber out, and she fucking jumps up, and she's just in tidy whities and like a fucking a small crop top, and she's like all fucking dirty and shit and like wounded, and she has to fight this dude in her panties, bro.
Yeah, well, we don't get
Ah!
fan service anymore. Fan service is evil now, apparently.
Yeah. Steven says it's not
Yeah.
about sexuality. I'm not saying it is.
Oh no, it
saying-
definitely isn't. But sexuality and femininity are not bad things, and
I'm
they should not
saying-
be villainized.
I'm not saying Sith dude breaks in the window and starts giving her hell like with his junk. I'm saying that like, you know, like ain't nothing wrong with a woman being like fucking dude.
Femininity has been villainized over the past few years, and it's so sad to see.
I think it's wholesome.
It's fucking insulting that femininity is villainized now.
I think it's wholesome. Like when I have a girl staying over and she like walks through my house and she's got her like goofy little like loose panties on and she's just like eating chips. I don't see her and be like, damn, I won't fuck her. I see her and I'm like, oh, it's so wholesome and nice. She's in her loose stupid panties and just walking around like a human. Right. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying like in that moment I want to dick down the chick. I'm saying I want her to fucking dick down the dude with her saber, but in panties. Or maybe
Fair enough.
In a thong. I don't know. If it was the 90s, it'd be a thong. Chaos says Blair Witch is great. And to the stocks, you go, Chaos.
Yeah, I like Blair Witch. I mean, we're not talking like 10 out of 10 movies here by any means, but they're entertaining. At least in my opinion.
Yeah. I watched, somebody recommended, it's like Hell House or something.
Yeah.
VHS, Hell House. Well, maybe that's two different things. It was kind of lame. People love that shit, but it was just like these guys make a haunted house and then it just ends up being like a real fucking haunted or something. I don't remember. And it was just kind of lame.
Man.
I didn't really care for it. I think Chaos. Chaos says Star Killer. Ray. Yeah, I agree. Although
Ray had potential. I still stand by The Force Awakens, the first movie, was a solid basis to a trilogy, and they just completely fucked up the rest of the movies.
Sure. They could have, it was like a 6.5. But
I'd say it was like a 7.5 in my opinion. Like it was a solid basis.
I mean, you could watch it and I watched it and it like got me pumped for the next film. It was kind of whatever, but it got me pumped. And then the second one was atrocious. So that was pretty much killed it for me.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Ray had potential. Not that she has potential anymore, that's for sure.
Yeah, they just made her she had no flaws and she was just a god for no reason. So yeah.
They could have made her a well-balanced character and actually had her learn from her mistakes and grow as a character, but of course that's not Mary Sue's. And unfortunately she was one.
Yep, they just didn't care.
Yep.
All I want to say is they didn't really care about us. That's for sure. Thank you so much, Chaos. I love you. Mudbug on I keep burping. Mudbug on Rumble says, howdy, folks. On vacation for the first time in forever. Good. Glad to catch you on a Monday. I dig your hair, Vara. Mudbug with a
thank you
$50 Rumble rant.
Sheesh.
$50 Rumble rant, which puts us 3:26 until Fight Milk with about 11 minutes left. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. I appreciate you, Mudbug. Give Mudbug some love. He's always going so hard on Rumble for me. Oh,
that's awesome.
I think I touched my left eye. Uh-oh.
You've touched your eye like 4 times in this stream. You're going to be blind tomorrow.
Bro,
I would change your plans ASAP.
It is so crazy how sensitive it is. I just touch my eye and it itches like 1,000%. It's crazy. The pollen's wild. The pollen is fucking appalling. The pollen.
You sure it's pollen? Are you definitely sure it's pollen?
What else could it be? Pink eye?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't touch my asshole. Well, if I do, it's in the shower.
Okay. All right.
And I just see how far I can get it this time. You know? I've done it.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I've only ever tried it, once or twice in the shower. Thank you, Chaos. I appreciate you. But at least he isn't snorting his deviated septum. Thank God, Mizu, I'm past that point. Dude, people always think I'm on cocaine or something. And I'm like, do you even know what cocaine is? I would be so thin and nice looking, but I'm fucking thick as fuck. Bro, you see my gut. You want to see the anime version of me right now? This is what I look like in real life if I was an anime character, which that was a very weird oxymoron. But you get what I'm saying.
I was gonna say
this is what I would look like in real life as an anime character. No, this is literally my build right now. And I feel so fat, but I have affirmation from women that they're like, "Oh, dude, you're buff and nice and thick." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you, baby." This is what I look like right now in real life. but my arms and shoulders look great, and my chest looks great. But God, my gut has this little thing. My little V is all stupid looking. It's really sad.
Isn't that just kind of being a human, though?
No, humans aren't jacked.
No, I'm talking about you're saying you're fat.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, the only time I don't
being a
feel,
human.
the only time I don't feel fat is when I'm like 8% body fat, which is once every 3 years. And even then, I feel fat. You know, but people think I'm on coke because I have a deviated septum, and I always go like that, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Dude, are you doing cocaine?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing cocaine live." What the fuck?
Yeah, that's definitely good. Yeah,
No,
that's it. All right.
Yeah, I have to take a bi-monthly random drug test for NASCAR. So yeah, I can't do that.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, that would that. Yeah. And also, where would you even get it in Alabama? And also fentanyl. I ain't trying to die, bro. No.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, God, the fentanyl killed my brother in 2017. It was a new thing back then. It was a very new thing back then. And my brother was like, "Hey man, what's up?" Fentanyl, and took it, died.
Well,
yeah, it was brutal.
that sucks.
Hence why I don't do all that stuff, because
Yeah.
people are always shocked. Like, I don't do drugs. Yeah, I've never really done them, but I don't intend to, because it's like ruined 98% of my family and killed my brother. So I don't do drugs.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Sorry
if you
to
do 'em.
hear. That sucks.
Let me be clear. I don't care if people do them. It's what I believe people should do whatever the fuck they want to do, but still. Yeah. By the way, Master Lions just came in with a pink boy. That is $2.80 until Fat Milk. $2.80.
Hurry up, chat. Hurry up. We've only got like 5 minutes left. Hurry up.
It's 8. Vera, come
No,
on.
it's supposed to make them feel like they have less time.
You're making my boys anxious in the chat. You're grifting too hard. The hate channel's going to call me a super grifter now instead of just normal grifter. They're going to call me a super scammer instead of a standard scammer. Standard issue. Thank you, Master Lion. Says, "Hey, everyone, look at all them whiskeys." Says, "It's almost over for me till tomorrow," and so on. F taxes. Rest in peace. Thank you, Master Lions. I appreciate you, dude. I love you. You're so good. You're so good. You're so
Taxes
good.
do be tough.
Yes. Mysterious says, "Don't do marijuana as well." Well, yeah, I can't. I would get.
Well, yeah, you have to get tested all the time.
I can't do anything, man.
Well, yeah.
I can't do anything, man. It's a terrible world we live in. Thank you, Master Lions. Appreciate you. Luckily for me, I don't ever do anything anyway, so it wasn't a big deal for me to not do anything, because I don't do anything. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Master Lions, for your pink boy. Big shout out to Master Lions, Snow Rome, and Samantha, and Billy. We had 4 pink boys. We were one away from our pink last night. Red boys are Neanderthal and Malcharian. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys so much for all your love. Unbelievable support on this Monday stream. That was very short notice and random. It wasn't short notice for Vara, but it was. I scheduled it like 20 minutes before it started.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Man, oh my God, I was driving so much today. It was terrible, and I have to get up. Luckily, I can sleep in, but I have to get up and drive all the way to Chattanooga, pick up the frog car, and drive all the way back. And then I got to deliver the frog car, and then that one goes into the shop until Dover. The Talladega car is in North Carolina, and it gets delivered for me. So I don't.
Right.
Well, all the cars get delivered for me, but I had to get this one wrapped personally because I set it up to get wrapped. So yeah. You should do a travel log stream. I don't think anybody will watch that, McSteller.
I'd watch it.
Well, maybe you, Vara.
Okay,
No,
now
look,
listen.
All the-
I wasn't the one who asked the question, though, so you've got 2 people who would watch it.
The Simptresses will watch it, but no, like if it's not a show format, man, you get wrecked. You can find a political sponsor that would pay for their politician to be on your car with an ad. You cannot do political sponsorships in NASCAR,
Right.
unfortunately. They banned it in 2020, I think. Either 2020 or 2021, they banned political sponsorships. But you can't have a politician's name or slogan on a car.
Could you have a logo? Could you have some kind of like generic logo?
Maybe, unless you are BLM. Yeah, they let the BLM car happen.
Yeah.
But that's because it's the argument. That's the human rights are not
Right.
political. And
It's
I'm like,
right.
but it's like a $100 million political organization. But it's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
Simtrist, that's new. I made it up. Thank you, Shield Wall. I made it up just now. What about a face, Cheesetarian? How you doing, Cheesetarian? And just get Trump's face. No, I don't think you can do that. No.
Probably not.
No. But you can get like a political podcast, kind of, which is my next sponsor. So there.
Well, right.
So there's all. That's so political.
That is good.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. But no, I'm very fortunate to be a part of the thing. Be a part of all this stuff. It's very, very interesting, very fun. Just put an orange hairdo of unspecified origin. I don't know, maybe. They had a Trump car in 2020. But they got banned eventually. Because they're like, well, they didn't want to, like, once the political, once the political climate got real divisive.
Right.
Once
they were like, we can't do this anymore.
They were like, no more.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yep.
And then I think anybody that associates like with Trump, like if you're a corporation, I don't think you're allowed to anymore. It's almost too like much of a conspiracy that 100% of corporations across the board like say the same thing.
Yeah. It's
like it has to be like some kind of weird unspoken law with like overseas banks that fund everything because they all have DEI scores or they have ESG scores, right?
Yeah, ESG scores, yeah.
So that's probably
they're just following the corporate ESG trends.
Yeah, they probably got to do that shit. So I get it.
Yeah.
Just get a Pepe the Frog. I guarantee that's banned. I'm pretty sure the Pepe Frog's banned already in NASCAR.
Oh, sure. Why though? It's just a little frog.
It's just a little frog. He's adorable. He didn't do nothing to nobody. Just have me as a Pepe Frog.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I have it right here. Let me find it. There it is. Yeah, I have it. There he is, the Pepe the Frog. Just get that on my car, on my helmet. The Pepe the Frog. But it's me. It's a Pepe Camelot. Pepe's the real victim. No, nothing even happened, man. Nothing even happened. All he did was exist and he got fucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Make sure you guys do me a favor and subscribe to Vara Dark.
Yes, thank you.
She's closing in on 100K, bros.
I know it's a grind, but it's a grind that's almost finished.
It is the grindest of all grinds.
It is.
And once it's over, a lot of people, they claimed that once they were like, I told myself once I got to 100K, I'd be happy. And then I knew I wasn't. And I was like, that was not how it was for me. I was so stressed out about the 100K thing that I pushed so hard to hit it. And then when I hit it, I have never had that feeling again.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's like I enjoy doing the content. So I haven't ever really been focused on the numbers aspect. Like, yeah, of course, seeing the number grow is really fucking cool and hitting 100K will be awesome. But at the same time, it's not like it's, oh my God, it's life or death. I have to hit this number and I have to hit it at this rate. It's just not that way. But
that's how 100K was for me.
Yeah.
But it was never, I've never worried about it again.
Yeah.
It was like a weight was lifted.
Right.
Really, I don't know why. I don't really know why I was like that. Mass Lions with 10 gifted memberships, putting us because gifted memberships count. What is it? That puts us like 220 from Naked Snake. I can't. Or Fight Milk. I can't do the math anymore.
Yeah, it's close enough.
I can't do the math anymore, man.
It's close enough.
Thank you, Mass Lions. I love you. It's time for me to do Naked Snake while Vara watches in awkwardness. It'll be fun, and then I'm gonna go blackout and then sleep in and then wake up and go to Chattanooga again for the 15th time.
True.
And then I'm done. And then all I have is Wednesday will be me and Cecil, I'm pretty sure, because Cecil will be at my house.
Wow.
So we should be doing a show if he's at my house. We should be doing one. Because I have 2 cameras and I have everything that you need for it. So we'll probably do a show with Cecil. I don't know. He hasn't committed to it though, but I'm just gonna spring it on him when he's here. And then so that'll be Wednesday, and then Friday will be Camel Thoughts, probably with Cecil. And
now that you've moved it to Fridays, I'm typically available Fridays.
Cecil and Mira maybe. And then and of course Zia, of course. And then Saturday on Fox Sports 1 at noon. We're racing at Talladega. Don't miss it. It'll be live on TV, bros. You can watch the shit live. Just look for the orange car. Or sorry, the blue car. I mean the purple. What the fuck? The green car.
It's green. I
went biden as hell right there. What just happened?
Do you know colors?
Yeah, no, it's green as hell.
Sure?
And look, for my name on the screen will say Dennison. That's my name. Everybody already knows. So look for that. AM Harbinger. What's up, baby? Cheesetarian with 10 gifted memberships, 170 from 5 Milk. Thank you, Cheesetarian. Cheesetarian and Master Lions going ham as hell. Thank you for the gifted memberships. 21.
Nice.
I'm famous. I'm basically famous.
Close enough.
All right, boys. Master Lions and Cheesetarian going hard as hell for you, boy. I love you. I appreciate you. Here we go. It's time for Nega Snake for the 296th time in a row. 296?
That's crazy.
Billy Hatcher says, I didn't get a membership, sadly. Bitch, you are already a member. Billy, you're already a member, bruh. What do you mean?
Damn.
What do you want to be a member twice?
Yeah, why not?
Damn, Billy. Damn. Make sure you guys like the show, by the way. I need you to spam it. We're 60 away from goal. Give it some love. Give it some touches on its face, on its pee-pee. Give it a few touches, please.
Respectfully, with consent, okay? We're not trying to get canceled.
No. Without consent. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. I've lost count. Yes, I always lose count. It's fun. And let's do some Nega Snake. Thank you again, Cheesetarian. Thank you again, everybody who supports your boy, Master Lawns. All my boys, Snow Rome, Neanderthal, Malcharon, Samantha, Palmer, Billy. You guys know who you are. It's time for Nega Snake. And then we're going to raid, I think, Logic. Good Logic? Good Logic? We're going to raid Good Logic, my favorite Jewish man. And then, oh my God, look at Cheesetarian.
A red boy.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Cheesetarian. For a red boy, the third one of the night, let's put Cheesetarian on the car. For the Kansas, cheese. God, I love Cheesetarian's logo. I've loved it for years. It's just a big old floopy dog, bro. Look at that big floopy dog.
He is cute.
Floopy as hell. Cheesetarian joining the red boy gang tonight. Thank you so much, Cheese. I appreciate you. That puts us 80 from 5 Milk. Thank you, Cheese. Love you, Cheese. Love you, Cheese. Y'all get some, Cheese says. Let's do Nega Snake. Let's do it. Here we go. It's time again, boys. You guys ready for Nega Snake? I just shaved my chest. So
Whoa.
it was getting pretty rough. It gets itchy, man. I break out and shit. Here we go, boys. It's time again for Nega Snake. I thank you. I appreciate you for always supporting your boy. Thank you. And then we'll have 3 on Wednesday and maybe 4 on Friday. Well, no, she has to hit 100K in 2 weeks to take her shirt off.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Taking my head off. Here we go. Here we go, boys. Thank you, Alan Jones.
Darkness and silence through the night.
Chat.
Of me. I'm searching and I'm melting to you.
You guys ready for this? Thank you, Alan Jones.
What I feel in my heart, but you're so supreme.
Oh, yeah.
Sheesh.
Get some, boys. You ready? Here we go. Do the chorus. In my time, there be nobody else. Cry. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Oh my God. Here we go. Best part.
Someday you feel on a tree frog.
Oh my God. Master Lions is going hard in the chat. Oh my God. Can you believe this, man?
That's crazy.
Not for honor, but for you boys. Look at this guy right here. Holy shit. In my time, boys, there be nobody else. Oh my God. Look at him. Mash up. Let's break the seal. That puts us like 50 cents over, I think. Oh my God. Here we go,
That was
Master
a
Lions.
close call.
Thank you, Master Lions, for your red boy. I'm still in a dream. One more time, boys. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Here we go. You ready, Master Lions? One more time. 296 in a row. Here we go. One more titty jiggle for everybody in chat. Here we go. Let's do it. Amazing.
Woo!
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Master Lions. You beautiful, delicious red boy. Here it is.
Wow.
There you go, Master Lions. Amazing. A red boy to end all red boys and trigger Fight Milk. So now I have to go freaking do Fight Milk.
Oh, God.
I was excited. I was going to eat something. Now I can't because I got to do Fight Milk. Thank you,
I
Master
know.
Lions. I appreciate you,
It
Master
is
Lions.
what it is. You know, you promise the people and they show up.
They got me today.
They
got
did.
my ass. Oh, wait. Let's put Master Lions on the car. Hold on. I'm sure he's already on there, but we're going to put him on there again. Master Lions. Yep. He's on there 5 times. Thank you, Master Lions. I appreciate you, dude. For all your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Appreciate you. Snow Rome. 50 cents over. Let's make sure. Thank you, my friend. I love you. Appreciate you, Snow Rome. Appreciate you, a serious man. And I appreciate all the red boys. Monday night fight. You know, somebody in the chat says I'm not over 5'9". I'm 5'4". If you guys did not know.
Yep. Can confirm.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Now. All right. Tell everybody where they can follow you, Vara, while I go and get Fight Milk.
You can find me here on YouTube primarily. It's my main platform. You can find me on Twitter /X, BitChute, Odyssey. I've got all the social media. And yeah, I upload videos 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a day. And I live stream for like 20 hours a week. I play video games. There's been a lot of good ones coming out. Stellar Blade, which has caused so many meltdowns, which is so awesome. There's a lot of other games coming out, like Final Fantasy 16 DLC. That's coming out. Remnant 2 DLC. It's a good time to be a gamer, except for all the, DEI riddled bullshit. But that's okay, because there's still other good games. And worst comes to worst, you can always go to a back catalog. So there's definitely a lot of good ones. BitChute. Yeah, I have a BitChute account. I don't, I have all of like my posts and stuff, all my uploads redirect to the other platforms, but I've got them all. I liked BitChute, but there's a lot of good platforms, but YouTube is the main one. There's no way I'd be a Twitch streamer unless I was banned because Twitch is too inconsistent with their rules. And yeah, I have a huge backlog. Oh God, it's just the problem is that you have these game companies who spam video game releases all around the same time, and then there's nothing for months, and that's the time when you should focus on clearing that back catalog. But yeah, video games are expensive and they go on sale very quickly, so I highly recommend you just focus on your back catalog for a while. Raid Shadow Legends stream when? Absolutely, probably, most likely never. Never say never, but most likely never. Vara has good opinions on video games I've never even heard of. She's so knowledgeable of video game history. I try to be. I'm passionate. I love video games. It's one of my favorite hobbies, except for, reading and then collecting the video games themselves. I've got a ton behind me. But yeah, there's a lot of good video games out there. And even though we're going through a shit storm currently with really bad video game releases like Star Wars Outlaws and the Forspokens and stuff, and all of the sweet baby ink and narrative consultation drama, there's a lot of good anime and manga and video games out there.
Oh, oh, I'm sad. All right.
How many copies of Skyrim do you have? 12.
Could Vara do it uwu since V won't do a fight milk?
Ooh. There you go. There you go.
Gross. Ew.
I did it.
My God.
There you go.
So today we're using.
But he is doing fight milk.
We're using New Amsterdam vodka. I don't even know what this is, but I had a birthday for a friend and they brought this. And this is what I don't know where my whiskey is. But I haven't had vodka in a long time. Oh, but I think it might be smoother with
Watermelon vodka is the best. Sorry, I don't make the rules.
You're a white girl, of course you'd say that.
Yeah, blue raspberry is also very good.
New Amsterdam is not great. Oh, great, cool. I'm glad everybody in the chat's making me feel sad about this. So, all right, let's do some fight milk for the boys.
Oh God.
I'm not looking forward to this garbage. Chocolate milk. Jesus. All right, here's one. One oog.
Oh God, that's where I tap out. That is it. That is it.
Ooh, that just splashed all over my ass.
Oh God.
Let's just put that in there. Yeah, with the water. There you go. No, you couldn't do this? You don't think you could do the fight milk?
I mean, how much am I getting paid to do a fight milk? Now that's the real question.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do it. I don't do it for free either. I get it.
Well, right. That's why I'm saying I would do it, sure, but how much am I getting for doing it?
Yeah, I've had some troopers on. Like, I've had Gary Nerdrotic's done it. I've had a lot of people do it. I think Nick Ricada's done it like 30 times with me.
God,
he's a good man. Okay, here we go. Now the Milkies, which we have Fairlife, my favorite calf beating milk, where they beat their calves, but it makes it taste extra good when you do that. Okay, and then we'll put some vodkas in it, and then we're gonna be done with it. Mint Sally did do it. She looked like she's about to die, but she did it again the second time and did really good. So, thank you, appreciate you guys so much. Mr. Waifu Taker says, "Oh my God, Vara, hi."
Hi.
Hayden says, "I'll drink some Tito's vodka with you, but I ain't doing fight milk. Tito's is the best." Yeah, I think I've had Tito's before. Yeah, Disparu smoked me in the fight milk. Yeah, he did good. Thank you, Hayden. I love you. Appreciate you. People are still slinging damn super chats, and we already hit the goal. By the way, 50 likes away from goal, so make sure you hit the like button. Now we're gonna put some of this in here, and I hope I don't throw up because my stomach's been really messed up all day. So, because I got like food poisoning yesterday. So
lovely.
We're gonna go ahead and just do it though anyway.
What are the ratios for this?
I don't know. Oh yeah, 2 eggs, like probably like 16 ounces of milk, and then probably like a shot of drink is what I usually do.
That was not a shot. You just skimped on that. That was not a shot.
Yeah, why do you all do this? Why do all you do this?
Not a shot. That was a dribble. That was not a shot.
Yeah, well, too bad.
I thought you were a manly man. I thought you were a Chad.
I'm 5'4".
I thought you were a Chad.
I'm 5'3".
Well, you're not a Chad in my book now, so.
I was never a Chad. Remember, tiny penis, 5'3".
What? I thought you said you were a Chad earlier.
No. Did I say that?
Yeah. Disappointing.
I don't remember this. All right, here we go. It's a fight milk to end all fight milks on a Monday. Thanks so much for everybody that supports me. Huge ass show. Thanks to Vara for being here on such short notice. Even though we kind of did plan it actually for like a week ago. It's fine.
Well, we did, but that's okay. Short notice.
It was very short notice to schedule it. Okay.
That is true.
Yes.
That is true. And you were an hour late, so
you men that
that's going on to overtime.
Men that are 5'2" are usually late. This is how this works. Here we go. I'm getting shorter, by the way, as I will speak. It's time for fight milk, and then we're gonna go into Joe's stream. Here we go, boys. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Ooh, God. Vodka sucks, man. But it's fine. Who cares? We will be fine. No big deal.
Will you?
I'll see you guys on the other side. Thank you guys all for all the love today and all the support. Somebody is, I think it was Bane Kitty, says you're going to talk about GameStop still? Yes, I will. I'll talk about all the companies I can. It's just, man, I have been home. And I'm not home. And my main priority is my racing career right now. Obviously. It's my dream. But also,
Oh, yeah,
I'm here. I'm here right now. Look at me. I'm here with Vara.
Yeah.
I'm drinking fucking milk, bro.
Ugh.
Thank you guys so much for all the support. Happy Cynic. Talladega is Saturday, the 20th. Here we go. Fight milk on a Monday. Love you. I appreciate you. Get on it. Doggone. Here we go. Oh. Woo. Oh. That was easier than whiskey, yes. I think this was made for vodka. It's just my stomach feels gross. I'll be all right, though. Gross. Very gross. Not a big fan, but then again, it's because I feel gross today. I feel like normally it'd probably be fine, though. The vodka seemed to mix a little bit better. The whiskey's like just tastes like whiskey inside of thing. Sky takes you a bitch. When's my next race? It is the week after Talladega, the 26th in Dover, Delaware. The week after that, it is in Kansas, May 4th. And then Nashville, then Flat Rock, and then Charlotte Motor Speedway. Thank you guys for all the love today. I appreciate all the support in form of memberships, super chats, rumble rants, and even just likes, because all of it helps more than you ever could realize. And I'm so thankful you support my dumb, small creator ass. It means a lot to me because I don't deserve it. So I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe to Vara Dark. Her channel is in the chat right now. Don't forget. I love you, and I appreciate you. I'll see you over on Joe Good Logic Show. Give him some love in the chat. Get on it. Doggone it. Appreciate you guys so much. Oh, also, by the way, Master Lion, Cheesetarian, Malcheron, and Neanderthal. You guys are crazy bastards.
Chads.
Pure Chads. They're not 5'2" with any.
Purely.
Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Get on it, doggone it. I'll see you guys on the next one Wednesday.